When you gonna get yourself a haircut, cuz?
Nigga, I ain't getting a haircut.
So I think to breathe that shit.
Fucking throw that shit out for the pod one day, bro. That shit looks fucking fire.
Now I pick it out and then I get it like shaped up, trimmed, and then I curl it back up. Just so it can be easier.
What?
Oh, damn. And this fucking my guy is going to the fucking football team. I don't want that. That's the how do you say that, Dev? You African. You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go. Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go mode.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the OSA Out of Shape Allstars podcast, episode 2, season 2. Now, if Drew is here, he'll be on his rough saying 52. Like he always do. And as you can see, Drew is not here today. He's allergies beating him up today. So he's
never heard of Zyrtec, Cial, Allegra,
Benadryl, none of that. He all natural. You know, he's Jamaican.
His mama told him not to tell us that he got COVID.
Probably got the vid. It's all right if he got the vid. It's okay. We all been there. I had it. I had that. We all had it.
I did not.
So,
gang.
Yeah, Johnny's the only one who not me, cause see the man is trying.
Johnny.
See what you
can't get me. I follow the rules.
What y'all don't understand is COVID is short for vid, meaning the video of them, all the extra shit that Johnny's doing.
Take a look at the word COVID. Go. CO. Meaning niggas gonna be in jail locked up if they don't take the vaccine.
You know,
that's really Johnny.
Super conspiracy theorist, but like always, episode is brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. As you can see, K-Jet is rapping. Now we got the whole crew in here. Of course, our host is here, Eddie Horchata, and the rest of us is here. I ain't gotta say our names. Y'all here. DQ's back.
Johnny, are you sober today?
Johnny's sober today.
Sober. No.
Okay.
I'm not drinking how I drank last week.
Now that it's over.
I was going crazy last week.
K-Jet in the building, as you know. My mama called me Devin, so you can call me Devin. We're gonna get into the episode. Kicking it off with Open Run, where we pass the ball. Everybody kick us off or try to kick us off with a topic. So, Kev, why don't you kick us off for Open Run? What you got? What you bring into the court? What game you got? What's going on in sports that you
What do you want to talk about, Kevin?
What you want to talk about in sports?
So what I want to talk about, because I don't like to be non-biased, so in my biased opinion, the Yankees need to turn it around.
So kicking it off at MLB, Yankees.
They have been though, kinda. You're not being really fair. Kinda, it's coming around.
Kinda. There's no reason why collectively as a team we're batting under 200. It's crazy. Yesterday's game was crazy.
Be cool in the Bronx.
I have a problem with the balk rule in the MLB.
They in Baltimore. They ain't been in the Bronx.
Yeah, that was bad. Yesterday there were two bad calls yesterday. That balk and
then the ref not letting Boone get a chance to
review
that play. But either way, if you're at the end of a game, you should be calling a review on a potential scoring play regardless. You got nothing to lose. You're already down runs. But the Padres are doing good.
How electric is the Padres versus the Dodgers?
Tatis is.
But then they just get smoked by the Dodgers though.
So the Dodgers and the Padres are slowly becoming the best rivalry in baseball right now.
Yeah.
These guys are going back and forth, obviously with the bat flips with Tatis and Machado. Now there's rumors of Tatis like looking in. Every once in a while, it's like sometimes it's to check on the catcher to see where he's positioning or to see if you need to get out of his way. But they're accusing him of stealing signs. He's doing Corey Seager's freaking eye cover. He's doing all these backflips. So these guys are jawing at each other. It's primed to be like, come playoff time, these two teams they're going to start clearing benches pretty fucking soon.
Yo, where
hold on now.
Padres hat come from? What is going on?
This is from 2003.
That looked like 2003.
That's old. That's old.
Yeah, remember the one with the lines on it?
That's their like 80s.
That's some old school Nelly, St. Lunatics type hat that they be wearing and shit. All you missing is a big ass
Yo,
jersey.
turn to the Yankee game. Tell me that don't look like the Orioles hat right now.
Now, Ed, you was talking about
I know what you're talking
Tatis stealing signs from the catcher. Like, is that really like okay? So if the catcher's behind,
it's not
the
illegal.
batter, yeah, I'm about to say, is that
it's
Well,
considered
is
what
illegal.
the what it's technically what the MLB calls I don't know if you've heard this term before. Might let me know if you haven't. It's called Bush League.
right?
You ever hear that? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the term Bush League.
Right.
So yeah, it's like it's the unwritten rules of baseball, the rules that don't exist. But like, hey man, if you can get an advantage, get an advantage.
You ain't cheating.
That's not really cheating.
It's like a rule that you.
No, I'm saying like it's
called.
not like the Astros. I mean, like the the Astros.
No. It's not like the beepers. It's not like the
right.
second base or you got to run around second.
Right.
Who's like
if I
clapping
notice,
when it's yeah.
If
And
I
again,
notice that you do
all the time.
I notice if you do a certain thing during a type of pitch, then yeah, I'll yes, okay, I peep that every time you throw a sliding, you keep sliding over or you moving over. So I know
it's feeling. Catchers though, they're very insecure. They're very like paranoid people. That's why every once in a while you'll see like the catcher get up and be like, "Fuck this," and like walk over to the pitcher and they'll have like a little conference real quick. That's on you, dude. If you think someone is leaning in, looking in to your fingers, because again, like obviously most catchers use the same fingers to signify certain pitches, whether inside, I mean, I can show you, but you want this inside, you want it outside, three ball, throw your third pitch, your fourth pitch,
third pitch,
all that stuff. So, obviously as a batter, you play the same team over and over again. You kind of know what these guys throw. They're not going to surprise you with some crazy like 47 mile an hour pitch that was thrown like 5 times this week in baseball, which is
I was about to say,
which happened like 4 or 5 times.
I forget that pitcher's name. That's what I wanted to say. That was part of my take too. What's the fat boy? I forget what team he's on. He was throwing the pitches mad sassy, bro.
That was for Atlanta, right?
Sassy. Yeah, he's Atlanta? A big dude too.
Best Spanish dude, looking like P. Flo and shit.
But again, these catchers, like it's your fucking job to like make sure that your pitcher is understanding what you want him to throw. And if you're insecure and if you're being paranoid, then change up the signs. Like that's all you have to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it ain't like the Astros with the beepers and niggas in the bullpen or on the sides signaling and shit like that, then that's a different level. But if I'm at bat and I notice that you, again, playing against you, I notice you do certain shit and you don't change up the signs, then okay, that ain't cheating, nigga. That's me trying to win. Like
also like it's like Tim to actually look and do is pretty difficult because imagine the pitcher catches you doing that constantly, you can just throw the ball before you even realize
right. And and again, so for them to even try to look and then as soon as you look away from the pitcher, he throw the shit. Like I don't get like how you can be upset at because if you look away, you look away, I'm throwing that motherfucker. Like now try and hit it because the shit's coming at you. But
it's a bunch of
leading up to all that. So
news. We got pressing news. Don Dicap jumped in.
There it is.
In the building. What up, Dan?
Wow. I heard the star of the show, Drew, wasn't here, so I had to.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we needed somebody. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got David Ruffin, so at least if we got Frankie Lyman in the building, we good.
Everyone with a beard is in the building today.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. The beard's still here, so I mean, Drew's is much better than Decap's.
Everyone with a legit beard.
Right now, Drew shit coming in all down here, shit.
All QB and shit.
He be brushing like this.
Yeah, he's brushing nothing.
Now, John, what I'm hearing about this Judge possible trade or on the talks of Judge possibly being traded.
Supposedly, Yankees had talks in the offseason about moving Judge.
But don't you think that phone call comes all the time for all the players, like always? No, I mean, there are things that happen behind the scenes.
No, I'm sure, but why the conversation coming out now, though? Like, that's my whole thing.
It's
to motivate the team.
The Yankees are struggling. Timing. It's bad timing. That's something, if it was happened in weeks before the season starts, but since the Yankees is losing.
Remember when he was going through the top 100 players? And you kept saying, remember when he was going through the top 100 players and you kept saying Aaron Judge need to be higher and all that other stuff?
I was saying that.
His biggest issue is injuries, though.
You got trade capital.
Man, they big as hell, bro. When you that big, you always getting hurt, especially if you play a sport this long.
I just feel like that. Like when we talked about it in the chat, you know, I understand what you were saying, Ed, but that could also divide the team because it's like, are they trying to move me? What's going on?
We doing bad, so now y'all niggas talking about moving me.
So now it's like I'm thinking about some other shit, some shit that I could wake up in the morning, I'm going to a new city. So it affects everything going on. So that's why I said.
Let's be real, though. I mean, they're not going to fucking trade him. They'll trade Stanton before they trade him.
That'd be a stupid trade.
Yeah, they're definitely not. Unless you're getting back, you know, either like, you know, players that are actually going to execute for you this season. The Yankees aren't in rebuild mode. They are in win now mode. So unless you're getting, like, in return, Mike Trout, which is not going to happen, or Shohei Ohtani, which is not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're getting like a big name impact player right away, that trade's not going to happen, period. The Yankees aren't in rebuild mode. So, I mean, again, it's just, that kind of stuff comes out all the time. I'm sure it's just overblown right now, too.
Comes out all the time. I'm just saying the timing could have been more work, like time of
but
it.
I'm sure that, you know, at the height of well, again, we didn't hear this, but we didn't hear it until after. But apparently, when Jeter was renegotiating his contract, Jeter pretty much came in with that hot energy, like, I'm Derek Jeter. Like, do you like name anybody like better than me at shortstop? And then Brian Cashman literally started naming like 4 dudes. And right before he continued going, Jeter's manager stepped in and was like, stop. Like, well, we're not, like, they were arguing over money.
Right.
Yeah. And Jeter walked in like, yo, I'm the fucking best. I'm Derek Jeter. Suck my dick. And Brian Cashman was like, at the time, Cashman was like, yeah, I can get Troy Tulowitzki. I can get, you know, Javi Baez. And then they were like, hey, stop. You know, because again, anybody is tradable. But again, that information didn't come out until after. So it's like, yeah, if you're the star player on a team, there's no way that you're not going to not get traded.
But who sourced this information? Because somebody could be trying to
on
like.
I'm
saying who leaked it? Because again, like it's
probably Judge's agent.
Again, I don't think Judge had nothing to. I don't think his people had nothing to do with it. I think somebody who's on the outside looking in, wanting Yankees to blow up is like, let me put this out there. They already fucking up, so let me throw this monkey wrench in.
The discussion was between 13 teams, so it could have been any of those 13 teams. Maybe one of these.
And again, they all get. I'm pretty sure they all get conversations.
Was Judge to the Angels. That was the one.
So the Angels probably leaked it. Angels was like, we're not good anymore. Mike Trout is the face of baseball, but not really, because even though he's the best player in baseball, there are other guys that in the league that are doing much better than him. Guys like Mookie Betts, like Acuna, who are actually like becoming the faces of baseball. And they don't have any information anymore. Tatis, another one.
Mike Trout is like Tim Duncan.
Mr. Fundamental.
Just good.
Fundamental. He's a great player, but you don't when you start having those conversations, he gets looked over because of I guess the team not being.
We're starting to see it a little bit more because they mic'd him up. They mic'd him up this weekend, and you know whatever. He had his moments. It was pretty funny, but it's like he's still like vanilla, dude.
Yeah,
he's
but
like, he's funny.
That's what they used to do with Tim Duncan too.
Right.
Yeah. They're trying to mic him up to like.
Right. They were trying to show some personality.
Yeah, it didn't really hit.
Yeah.
But before we leave the Yankees, I had something written down. Cole, you know, the Yankees are struggling. Cole is off to a hot start. In 5 starts, he has 50 strikeouts, 50 Ks, and less than 5 walks in 5 starts. So
very good.
DQ.
Also, how do you want to feel about, speaking of pitching and Yankees, the best in New York?
Okay. I'm just saying Yankees news. I just won a home run derby online on MLB The Show 21.
Fuck out of here.
What's up on Xbox? Let's go.
With Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge, exactly. Yeah. So you riding too. So Jacob DeGrom, DQ. Jacob DeGrom.
I feel Jacob
win 15 strikeouts.
He's doing really great, but the games he should win, he didn't get no fucking run support. That's his big issue every time he plays.
Well, this past game they did. I mean, he had 15 strikeouts.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Was almost perfect for like 7 innings.
DeGrom really is that nice, bro. It's just crazy.
Speaking
He's
of
like,
that
Would
night,
you say
he's like so on like point right now. It's crazy. He's like locked in this early in the season.
Yeah, I would say that. Who you think like at their position? And again, I know some guys don't watch baseball in this group, but you think at their position is Jacob right now currently? I'm not saying like of all time or the last couple of years. I'm saying right now in his position. Do you think that Jacob deGrom is the best at his sport? Period.
Shane
right now.
Bieber. Shane Bieber.
Shane Bieber is not. He actually got lit up.
I just thought out a name that I'm throwing out a name I know.
But I'm saying like is Tom Brady or is Patrick Mahomes better than Jacob deGrom is at what he does?
Yeah, Jacob deGrom
is LeBron James better at what he does than Jacob deGrom right now? Right now.
No.
I'm not saying.
I feel like Ed is speaking blasphemy right now.
I'm not. I'm just saying right now in this moment.
But see, the only thing is with baseball, deGrom ain't a superstar base yet.
Right.
So
again, he only pitches once every 5 days.
So again, when
5 more starts and that.
I'm saying when you speak of like LeBron, you speak of Patty. These are household names. Whereas deGrom, if you just a casual fan or sports fan, you just pop in every now and then, you might not know who he is. I know because I'm around a bunch of baseball fans and I peep a few games and shit. But for the most part, until he get into that name, like he a name like Tatis is more of a name.
That's what I was about to say. That was the second time I ever heard his name.
Tatis twice.
No,
already in this pod.
No, I'm talking about deGrom. That's the second time I heard this.
Well, unfortunately for deGrom, it's not his fault that the Mets have sucked for so long. But he's been like as locked in as we see him currently right now this season is how locked in he's been in every fucking year for the last like 4 years.
Yeah,
he's the only one left out of the core three that the Mets had with Harvey, deGrom, and Syndergaard. Right, Syndergaard was the other guy.
Yeah, he's on injury reserve right now.
But I'm saying like, he's the only one that's been consistent since. That Mets big run in 2015. Yeah. I mean, he's got 5 years of dominating. I mean, the guy. So I found it. Jacob deGrom has because obviously batters hit in the National League, which needs to go away. But deGrom has more RBIs than he has runs given up. So he's scored more than he's allowed teams to like. That's crazy, dude. Like DeGrom again, like he could keep it up. I mean, his ERA right now. Let's look it up. Which is obviously
I checked it was 0.31.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
0.31.
Who does that? I'm just saying. I think he's great. I think he's wasting his time in wearing orange and blue. Sorry, DQ.
I think he needs to put them pinstripes on, but that's just me. But
maybe
Johnny. We're gonna have to give up a lot.
I got one more for baseball, and then I guess we could move on to something else. I think Dicap should probably bring up the next topic. But Madison Bumgarner threw a 7-inning.
Crazy. I got that shit too. He threw a
7-inning perfect game, which doesn't count, which should count. Yeah, it was delayed, right? Or it was a doubleheader, so it was 7 innings.
Doubleheader.
So it's the second game, both games are 7 innings.
So it's a perfect game.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember?
But how the pitchers for a perfect game? Part of the rule for a perfect game, like obviously, is it has to be all 9 innings, right? But also part of the rule is your team has to win.
Yeah.
Like that's just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't. This shit is crazy.
That's trash.
It's so trash.
How is the team not going to win if you get a perfect game?
It should have counted.
It's damn near impossible to have.
No, the reason why they're not counting it is because it was only 7 innings.
No, yeah, I know that. That's bullshit too. It's not his fault. There was only seven innings.
It's the new pandemic rules. They cut the doubleheaders to 7 instead of the normal 9 innings, 2 games. They cut it to 7.
It's Little League rules, but it should count. So
talking about Little League, Carter.
Carter.
Yeah, I saw him.
I heard. Yeah, let's talk about it.
How you looking?
His team won 9-2.
Let's go.
He had
Carter get a hit.
Guys.
Let's go.
And I'm not going front. I was pissed off. Carter messed up the grand slam. Carter was on first. Carter was on first base. And they had bases loaded.
So inside the park home run for sure, right?
I'm not going front. This little Dominican kid. The little Dominican kid. I promise you.
Super nice.
He hit that shit. past everybody in outfield. If there was fence, it would have went over the fence.
Right.
But he hit the ball, the bases loaded, and it was 2 outs. Carter never ran from first base.
Oh, man.
Carter's just sitting there looking at shit.
Carter watching the ball. I'm like, run.
You wasn't by him?
The parents can't go on the field. So I'm yelling from the fence, like, run. And the kid that hit the ball, I can't go to the base if you don't. And the other coach, he's yelling at his team first, and Carter out. So
that's funny as hell.
Damn, man.
They was already up at that point. They was up to 1, I think. So I was like, damn, it is what it is.
Yeah, Dorian's team, bootleg as hell. They just stopped coming last year when he was signing up and shit. It started with like 9 players, and then every week that shit just got shorter and shorter. So I'm trying to find.
I'm not gonna lie, all the kids came out for practice last week, and I was thinking to myself, this one little boy must be here to help everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course.
Look at me.
Shorty came in there chewing tobacco and shit. Like,
listen, I'm gonna tell you.
He had 2 bats and shit. Like,
yeah. There's 2 things. First of all, how old is Carter at this point now? He's what? 7? So that Dominican kid is not 7. He is definitely 12 years old. Pretending that he's 7.
Listen.
That's number 1.
Listen. The little boy, I swear to you, is he got away more than Johnny. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
But for 2, his mom is the person who signs everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
For 3, even the coach looked at me and was like, "Oh yeah, we got one." I was like,
So that's the other part too, is that you'd be surprised how many little league coaches, like middle school coaches, like even like recreational summer league coaches, like for like high schoolers, how seriously they take like organized baseball. Like they will drive to the Bronx and try to recruit as many Dominicans and Puerto Ricans as they can. Which brings me to my next question: how whitewashed or how blackwashed, I guess, is Carter at this point? How much Puerto Rican is he now? What percentage is he? He's got to be only like what, 2?
I mean,
you washed it out of him, man. If he's not running from first to second, even
it got to be less than a quarter at this point.
I'm saying you got to pump some more Puerto Rican in that kid, man. Make him eat plátanos.
Nah, he just got to play more.
Yeah. He got
Capsule ain't baseball, so they don't be playing baseball like that.
Out of the 13 kids on the team, Carter probably the 4th best. That ain't bad.
Right.
That's not bad.
With no real experience.
Exactly.
Like, right.
Yeah. Valid.
That's valid though.
Just feed him some mofongo at the Dominican spot. You already know where that's at in Danbury.
I told Kev to pull up and fucking help me, but Kev talking about something. Oh yeah.
The mother would have asked Kev, "How old are you?
Yeah, word.
Then we can get you here. But speaking of nice players, Stephen A just dropped his list. I don't know if y'all saw it, for the top 5 players that don't have a ring. So at number 5, he got Dan Marino. 4, he got Carmelo. 3, he got Sir Charles Barkley. 2, Barry Bonds. 1, Allen Iverson. Cap, do you agree with Stephen A list? If not, anybody missing? Anybody you see missing from that 5? So you got Dan Marino, Melo, Charles Barkley, Barry Bonds, Allen Iverson.
I'll probably just be Cap. I'm sorry.
You want a ring like Carmelo?
Iverson number 1.
No, I said Barry Sanders never won, right?
Yeah, Barry never won. No, Barry
never won. Barry didn't have a chance. Barry just said, "Fuck this."
Right, he got tried to get beat up.
There's a few other big names. Let me look at that shit again.
I'm pulling up a few.
I made me an honorary list, but y'all go make
John. Let me hear your honorary list, John.
I was gonna say I got 2 upsets.
My list is a little different, but it has some of the same players. At my number 5, I have Carmelo at 5.
Mm-hmm.
I have Dan Marino at 4.
Who?
Dan Marino, but he was already in it.
Right.
No, I said some of the players are the same, but some of the players are different. At number 3, I got one of my favorite baseball players of all time, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey. Yeah.
That's my number 3. My number
Barry.
2. You said who?
Barry. Barry also doesn't have a ring in baseball.
He doesn't have a ring, but Barry didn't make
John. Finish this number 2, bro.
My number 2 is Tracy McGrady.
And
I kept number 1 AI. I kept the same number 1.
Nah, so my 2 big names is Randy Moss and LaDainian.
Yeah, LaDainian should have got a ring plenty of times with the Chargers.
But see,
and he had that one shot with the Jets in 2009 too. That was fucking LaDainian, man.
Yeah, my whole thing is like Melo is the only one that I was like, it's hard to argue in any of the rest of the people. But Melo, it's a lot of people that's better than Melo that don't have a ring. The rest of them, like really superstar level, all like greats. So it's like all them, it's hard to argue them. Melo's the only one that you can pop out and put a bunch of people like Ken Griffey, like fucking all day, Adrian Peterson, fucking Randy Moss. Like
Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Tony Gonzalez doesn't have one.
Like so T Mac, Karl Malone, like it's
Drexler.
So it's like it's a lot of.
Got one.
He got one
with Portland.
Now,
right, no, yeah, with Houston, yeah. But so Melo's the only one that's like there's a lot to me, a lot of players that will come before him in regards to the greats without a ring.
Like in that case with Melo, because the draft class he was in.
What about the knucklehead?
And because he's a Knicks fan, so Stephen A. is a Knicks fan, so.
Is he? I thought he was a Lakers fan.
No, he's a Knicks fan.
He's a No, he hates the Cowboys. I always thought he was a Lakers fan.
No, he's a Knicks fan.
I'm not gonna lie, that's
a New York fan. Stephen A. is a New York fan, but
but I feel like he fucks with Washington, like the football team.
Nah,
you don't.
His football team is the Steelers. Stephen A.'s football team's the Steelers.
Oh yeah, the Steelers. That's I always thought he had a random team.
He don't like the Cowboys, so anybody that's better than them in that division, he gonna be happy for and shit. Like, but other than again, like I said, other than Melo, although Melo is one of those greats, there's a lot of greats in every sport that will come before Melo to me. Cap, anybody you got that we didn't mention? You said Barry, Chris Paul, that I ain't gonna say they better, but that Sacramento team they used to go against the Lakers, like a really good fucking team.
They are Ralph.
Chris Webber never won one.
Right, C-Web never got one, but like that team, I ain't gonna put none of them above Melo, but I'm saying that team deserved the ring. Like the Indianas of the Jordan era deserved the ring and shit. Like
only reason why I say like the argument for Melo is like, look who Melo came, like DQ said, look who Melo came in with.
Yeah.
Everybody he came in with dominated at one point. So
Larry don't got a ring too.
Fitz, you talking about Fitz?
Fitz, right? Fitz, and his career's about to be over.
Yeah, well, we all know why he don't got at least one.
Was a catch, Cap.
To this day, I agree with you.
So, but that's Stephen A. Since we here, let's talk about some NBA shit now. The NBA
streak is broken.
Streak is broken. Nick's
streak is broken.
By them Suns, man. Them Suns are not playing.
Yeah, Devin Booker's gonna be a Knick soon, so he gonna regret breaking that streak.
Him and CP3.
Yeah.
Suns not playing.
CP3 threw up some crazy fucking bruh. The streak should not have been broken. CP3 threw one ball where I feel like he held it to his chest and then like just threw it up. And that shit went in. That was like.
That's why I love Chris Paul too. You know, Chris Paul made sure that he ended that streak.
Right.
Oh, of course. Yeah, he wanted to.
Yeah, he went in there with that whole intention, like, I'm about to cut this shit. They think they feeling themselves right now, so let me shit on them. But with them beating that streak, that game after they played the Nets, and KD came back off the bench, looking like KD. So they was asking Stephen A. and Max. They had a question like, who's more important in regards to winning a championship? Is LeBron James being back with the Lakers, or is James Harden being with the Nets more important? Which one is it?
It's definitely LeBron.
Yeah.
That shit not even close.
Yeah, it's definitely LeBron for the Lakers.
Yeah, because again, with the Nets, if they got one of the three, well, they got two of the three, they good. With one of the three, they can still be competitive. But with two of the three, they money.
Yo, the Knicks is in fourth.
Yeah.
Fourth in the East. And they got the same record as the Grizzlies. That says it right there. It's a clean walk for the Nets.
Yeah.
LeBron and them gonna have to really work for it. They gotta beat Utah. They gotta
LA.
beat the
They got to be
Clippers.
Clippers.
The Clippers.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Especially with, again, AD still getting his footing. Nobody else, again,
the bench is dirt.
The bench is like ass. Like I said, that Marc Gasol shit, people in the beginning of the season, when people were saying they are better than they were last year when they got Marc Gasol and that Schroeder's playing good. But I'm like, nah, Marc Gasol ain't nowhere near who he used to be. He's on the latter part of his career and shit.
But he still fits in. He's just not as athletic as Dwight.
Yeah, but Trez give them better minutes than Marc Gasol.
Right. Yeah, he do. But Dwight and having Dwight and JaVale McGee made them almost impossible to beat because they
hard to score on them.
Yeah, it's hard. It was extremely hard to score on them with them two and LeBron with the sneak up blocks and shit and sneaky like defense and shit. It made them impossible to score on. So now this season, they don't have that low post dominance because AD ain't really a low post player. So they don't really, and if you add AD to that part with LeBron, with JaVale, with Dwight, it was again fucking. It's like towers all around you. This season,
what's good with Drummond? Is he 100% yet?
Drummond, his last game, he had a decent game. He getting up rebounds. He be having like 15, 20 rebounds and shit. But we ain't gonna really see Drummond until LeBron come back. Like, we gotta see
that drop off.
Yeah, we gotta see that. Because can't nobody facilitate the way and see the court the way LeBron can. So we don't really see how good of a
has some up and down games so far.
Yeah,
some up and down ones.
So we still waiting to see. Once LeBron come back, then whatever LeBron we get. James Harden again got injured again. He tried to come back, but he backed down and shit. So they hold him into the playoffs pretty much. But Knicks looking good, man. They play the Bulls next. They got the Bulls coming up.
Yeah. Tibbs against his old team, D Rose against his old team, Gibson against his old team. Who else is on that Bulls?
Right.
Organization is playing against their old team. On the Knicks. It's an everybody revenge game.
Yeah, everybody from the Knicks is pretty much came from the Bulls. So, but yeah, that's their next game. Who y'all got?
I got the Knicks, man.
Yeah.
I got the Knicks.
The Knicks, of course, bro.
But if they can find a way to get Zach LaVine all season, that'd be lit.
If they could pull off a Zach LaVine, that'd be nasty. Hopefully they don't. But knowing the Bulls and their organization, they don't keep nobody.
My two big bright spots. They had good games even in that loss. But Randy Bullock and Nerlens Noel, both of they got super dreadlock powers unlocking everything. I mean, it's crazy. Like, this isn't a team that I'm like, they seem like a ragtag team, like ragtag bunch, right? Where I'm just like, they're not the big names that like people like. Obviously, Julius Randle's doing his thing. D Rose is playing a lot more minutes now. Quickly's been having his bright spots, but it's like, and RJ Barrett obviously is getting better and better. But again, it's like, it doesn't feel like, I look back to that like 2015 Knicks with Melo and Iman and JR and all that, like, and Novak, like all these dudes got me like fired up, and I'm feeling that again almost, but with like a bunch of essentially no name guys, right? We don't have like that like star player.
I feel like coach, when he rehired Coach Woody, he went to he got hired
Indiana,
like
right? That's where he's at.
Yeah, in college, the college team.
Indiana now, yeah.
So was that coach that like helped players get to where they're supposed to be on court, especially defensively and from 3-point. Because remember when Coach was the coach there before Phil fucked everything up, we had the number 1 3-point percentage in the league, and that's what that was at that point now. Like just watching them play when I was at the game last week, like their cohesion and them spreading the floor and them passing was something I haven't seen in forever after watching them play.
So y'all see that they NBA is talking about making the play-in tournament permanent.
Yeah, they're about to make it permanent. Yeah.
So
that's cool.
Y'all with that or not? I actually like it.
I think it's cool. Yeah, for sure.
Trashy.
He said try. I think they try again. They trying to make those low gains more exciting. Like the games.
Yeah.
That,
I think it's.
And again, let's be real. It's for ratings.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
like that's all it's for.
Right.
But again, like who wins besides the NBA?
Yo, did y'all just get that notification about the Warriors?
Yeah, the Warriors game clap right now.
They scored 12 points in the first quarter.
44-16.
Yeah.
Oh my!
They went 8 minutes without scoring a bucket. 8 minutes.
That's clear.
And I was just about to say, Warriors been playing pretty good. Steph been cooking and shit.
Well, never mind.
That cute. Yeah. What is wrong?
Yeah, but well, go ahead.
I got something for the NBA. I don't know if y'all heard, but I said supposedly it actually happened. KD and Mike Conley won an Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Did anybody? Speaking of Oscars, did anybody watch the Oscars? Did movies come out this year?
Everything.
A lot of movies came out this year.
What came out this year?
You gotta watch your mouth.
What came out this year?
The movie about the chairman came out.
The what?
The movie about the chairman came out.
Who's talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Looking bad right now.
The Black Judas.
Oh, Black Judas, Black Messiah.
I didn't watch. I didn't even know movies came out, bro. Like, I don't see no commercials. I'll watch it.
Everything is on streaming. So
I watched that movie 3 times.
It's on HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max.
I will totally pay for that movie and watch it.
He was on 85 South Show. This nigga talks.
It should still be free on HBO Max.
Yeah,
I don't have HBO
on there for a limited time now.
Have you got HBO Max?
Nah.
You'll send that login.
But he's free on there.
He just won an Oscar too. Daniel Coulier or whatever.
Van Lathan also won one too. I saw that. He used to be with TMZ. Van Lathan, big guy. He's like with the Ringers now.
Yeah, the bald head guy, right?
Yeah.
Heard one got into it with Kanye. And
the one that got
Kanye.
Kanye, I went and got liposuction.
Well, hold on. What he get an Oscar for?
He got like best animated short or some shit like that. Yeah, I forgot what it was called. Ah man, come on.
I knew it too. I did see he won an Oscar.
Also,
Jamie won an Oscar.
Her won an Oscar for the soundtrack for that movie, The Black Messiah.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Chadwick didn't win one, which was bullshit. But all right.
I ain't going front. Listen, I love Chadwick, and that movie was a good movie. But who did he lose to?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Look,
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins.
Dude.
I didn't watch that. What's that? Stepfather or something like that?
Father.
Yeah, stepdad or some shit.
I didn't watch that movie.
But not for playing Odin.
No, obviously, but I'm saying if you don't.
He would never fucking win it. Are you kidding me? He phoned in every time he played.
Oh, that way I can recognize him. I'm naming him.
I know who Anthony Hopkins is. I'm just saying for what? What did he put out this year?
Yo, they be having a lot of those independent shit.
That's supposed to be the movies that be winning.
Yeah, exactly. That shit that we ain't never heard of. It was no advertisement. There was no commercials. And shit.
Nah, I love Chadwick too, bro. But for his performance in Ma Rainey's Bottom wasn't Oscar worthy.
Yeah, he wasn't.
You guys seen these movies?
And again, he wasn't the star of the movie.
Yeah, I saw Ma Rainey.
That movie they're talking about came out on Netflix, Ed.
Yes, the Ma Rainey with
Now you know who got robbed?
With Viola.
Viola Davis.
Real quick, Van Lathan's short was called Two Distant Strangers.
Oh, that's the shit with Joey Badass.
Right. Yeah, that's Joey Badass shit.
Yeah, Joey Badass.
But that's the one that Mike Conley them all won. They was all a part of that shit.
He said Van Lathan.
No, but I'm saying, but they won for that. That's the one that KD them all won for. They was all a part of
Two Distant Strangers. That's what he won for.
Yeah, they were all a part of that movie.
Yeah, Cap, who you said got robbed?
Homie from One Night Only. The Indian kid.
That's the movie that came out on Amazon, right?
It's called it's about the deaf dude that played the drums.
I haven't seen that.
That movie is good.
I saw the clip. Yeah.
What is that?
It's on Amazon Prime.
I know.
What's it called?
It's called like the Sound of something, Sound of Rock or something like that.
That's the other part too. I feel like we were living in COVID times, and like early COVID, like we had all that hot shit that came out, like all that stuff, like fun stuff that we had, like the Jordan Doc and Tiger King's stupid ass. But it's like I felt like everything else that came out was like mad depressing, and I was like, I'm already depressed. I don't need to be more depressed.
Tiger King should have definitely won an Oscar for
for sure.
Documentary and shit.
Best worst documentary ever.
Yeah, best worst.
Right.
Best worst documentary for first brand new Oscar.
Speaking of Tiger King, I read today Carol Baskin's trying to get Joe Exotic out of jail.
Carol Baskin needed to shut her ass up and disappear before they fucking arrest her ass too.
Doing the same shit he did. Why is he in jail for?
I ain't gonna.
She did it worse. She fed her son. Her
yeah,
husband
I was about to say she fed
tigers.
She fed that nigga. But before we run away, because we was on NBA.
What's he gonna do? Put tuna fish on his legs?
Some of the marquees that's coming up. You got Bulls Knicks tomorrow, of course. You got Hawks Sixers coming up. Pelicans Nuggets coming up. Clippers Suns. That's the marquee of the week. Clippers Suns. Who y'all got in that game? Clippers are playing really good now that they got Rondo.
I got the Clippers.
Usually I'd pick the Suns, but they broke the streak, so let's go with the Clippers.
Cap, who you got in that game?
I'm taking the Suns.
Yeah.
I got the
Suns.
I'm gonna go with Clippers, man. PG really been cooking. Now that he ain't gotta facilitate as much, he just scoring. PG really been fucking cooking.
Before we transfer, I got two more things for NBA.
What else?
One, I know Dev was waiting for talk about the return of LaMelo.
But I missed the Hornets have been cooking too, man. Like them boys been playing good.
His return is
delayed,
closer and closer.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if for this week or the following week, the NBA's gonna have an Avengers themed NBA game.
Yeah.
Boo. Oh, boo. All right, come
on. I don't understand it. I don't know.
That's that Disney money. That's what you're not understanding. It's the mouse.
No, I'm saying like, what are they gonna wear different jerseys? What they gonna be doing?
I don't know.
Honestly, I think they're gonna do some like.
How it goes.
I honestly think they're gonna do some Nick shit like Nick did with
the slime and shit.
With the slime, but like it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more animated on the TV type shit. I think like.
Okay, I see.
So like when Julius like yams one, they gonna show like Thor's Thunder or some dumb shit like that, right?
Right, some goofy shit like that.
It's crazy. I think they got the Pelicans playing the day they doing the
so it's gonna be Zion. He's gonna be Thor. He'll be fucking Thanos. He'll be all of them.
Right,
all those over superpowered.
Pretty much it's gonna be an alternative like nerdy broadcast during the game, pretty much.
Who's doing the broadcast? Because that's key.
They're gonna have Emergency Awesome doing the broadcast.
Yeah, sure, right?
Oh, no way! Shut the fuck up.
I'm bullshit. I'm bullshit.
Oh my god! I was like, no, they are not Mickey Mouse safe. That's it. What's gonna be aired on? Can I take a guess? ABC. It's gonna be on ABC, right?
More than likely.
They got money.
Yep, ESPN Plus. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So
I'll be curious to know who does the commentary.
Yo, side note, before we get off NBA,
yeah.
I was watching the game the other day. How the fuck is Matthew Dellavedova still in the league?
Who he playing with?
He played with the Cavs.
Really?
He went to Milwaukee. He got the Cavs this whole time. He went back.
And he actually getting ticked.
Yes.
He be playing when he's healthy. Yeah, he be playing.
I was like, what the fuck? Who he like?
Yo, I ain't heard that name. I ain't heard that name in a minute, boy.
He shut down Steph Curry. Remember?
He ain't do shit.
He was Steph's kryptonite.
That team was Kev Love did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. Your boy K Love, man. They gotta get him out of there.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That was very bad for a vet player to do some shit like that.
And he apologized, but you seen his apology?
What'd he do?
Kev Love was supposed to.
He went to inbound the ball. He just smacked it in the middle of the game. Yeah. So when he smacked it, the Raptors player ran and grabbed the ball, shot it through, and made it.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, instead of inbound the ball, he literally just was like.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. Yeah. Well, I mean, you let Drew tell it, him and Draymond Green the same type of player.
But two young Cavs players just looked at him like, what the fuck was that? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's like, fuck y'all. Fuck this team.
That's the same shit Iguodala was doing with Memphis. Remember, he was like, I'm not playing.
Right. I don't want to play
like,
shit.
All right, so get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Anything else in NBA? I got a few things in the NFL.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
A sad story. A player out of Kentucky died in a car crash.
Oh yeah, the
NBA prospect.
Yeah.
Freshman player.
He's coming from a workout and
Yo,
he passed away.
John, is that Earl Clark's little brother?
I don't think so. I don't think they have a relation.
Because I seen a lot of Lakers players like saying they knew him, like JR, everybody.
Well, he's under LeBron's management.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, he's under.
I know he was cool with Jaylen Brown. I seen like pictures of them, and he's from Boston, so yeah, like relationship.
What happened to the other kid? Is the other kid good?
Yeah, those are separate cars.
Yeah, the other kid, Brandon Boston, I believe his name is. He was fine, but Terrence Clark was the player that passed away. R.I.P. Terrence Clark.
Well, how that happened? They was like racing or some shit, or somebody hit him, side swipe type shit.
I don't think they put that much information on.
Yeah, because I about to say I couldn't find really much about exactly what happened.
I could be wrong, but I think the most updated report was Terrence Clark ran the red light. I could be wrong. He ran the red light and got hit.
Damn.
And then
That's sad, bro.
I think they said he hit a wall, hit the pole, then he crashed into a wall. I don't know what the order was.
Right. But something like that.
Then he hit a light pole and a wall, but I don't know how the order was.
That's crazy. Condolences to him, his friends, family, all that good stuff. Yeah, man, that's crazy because he was a freshman and he was a real prospect, and he just recently signed with LeBron now. So like, LeBron them ain't signing no scrub.
Day after, that's the crazy part. The day after he signed with Clutch Sports, this happened.
But moving on to the NFL, Kyler Murray. We got the draft coming up.
Draft week.
Kyler Murray.
I'm excited.
Kyler Murray feels something tight. Y'all see why he feels something tight?
No, what happened? Why is he complaining? Because his coach sucks and is overrated?
Because in regards to talking draft, he feel like he should be in the conversation and nobody's talking to him about in regards to the future of the team and the direction and trying to hear, I ain't mad at him because we just had this conversation not too long ago. We was talking about
we say that in conversations with like if Patrick Mahomes calls you up and says, "Hey man, get this guy." If Tom Brady says, "Hey, I think you should get this guy." If Aaron Rodgers says, "I think you should get this guy," I think the teams are like Johnny was just talking about the Giants trying to figure out, there's an argument between ownership, between the coach and the GM, right? All three of them want a different player. That's ultimately who it comes down to. And the decision really comes down to the owner because they're the only consistent, right? You can get a new GM, you can get a new coach. At the end of the day, if you end up firing these guys, you're still the owner. It's still the guy that you want. Some of these owners obviously don't know what the fuck they're talking about, so they give it to their GM. But back to the player side of it, and again, the players sometimes are involved. But the guys that I just named, Kyler Murray is not on their level. Like Kyler's a nice player. He's a good player. And I think eventually he has a good future, but you're not there yet to be calling shots.
I think he look at it as he is the face of the team and they're putting all their money into him and improving the team and building the team around him.
So, of course.
So he should have a voice in regards to at least being a voice. Not saying that they're gonna follow.
In my opinion, he's not even the best player on his team.
But he's saying but he's the face of the team, regardless of being the best player.
But he should shut up because they've been treating him very well. They would have got him.
They gave him everything.
They would have got him AJ Green.
What else does he want?
Christian Kirk.
No, he wants to be. He wants to be in the conversation. He wants to be in the. He wants to be in. He wants to be in the room. He wants to be in the room.
You're 2 years in the league.
Listen. If your name is not GOAT Brady, you're not gonna have a say. That's it.
Well, actually, that's bullshit, John.
That's not true, John. Because that's a lot of players.
Patrick Mahomes picked the running back. He picked.
Generally, it's generally people that's experienced, that's been with the team for a while. So Kyler still, I can see them in the sense of saying something because Kyler, although he's the face, he's still unproven. So he still haven't.
I'm not gonna mention Go Brady. I thought that would end the conversation. Outside of Go Brady.
Yeah, because that was dumb. There's a lot of great players that I'm pretty sure that have voices on their teams.
No, it's proven guys. If you're
exactly. But you're proven respected guy, you have a voice.
The 49ers asked George Kittle their third round pick.
To me, quick thing. You know why? It should be that way, but it's not. For example, the bad man doesn't even have say.
Yeah, but it
of
depends.
course.
It depends.
It depends on the culture. It depends on the organization and the GM. So George Kittle was asked, I think it was the 3rd or 4th round pick like 2 years ago that the 49ers got. They called George Kittle and they're like, hey, what do you think of this guy? He's like, yeah, fucking take him.
And again, the bad man's future in the Packers is unsure anyway. So like,
exactly.
Yeah, but like even a guy like Suggs or Calais Campbell or you know what I mean, like a guy who was the team leader, I'm pretty sure they would be like, yo,
yeah.
Do you think that this person will be a good fit?
Right. The door is open for them to have a voice.
Exactly.
Whether they take it or not, but that's Kyler's whole thing, and at least open the door to him. But again, y'all saying, bro, you just came to the league. You have proven.
Not even
So give it some
he's
time
good.
Before.
I don't want to shit on Kyler, but like, I don't know, man. I think that the Cardinals I look. I don't like the coach. I think offensively they have crazy weapons. I think they have some really, really good defensive players that can win them games, but they play in a tough division. They play in a tough conference, period, because the NFC is not anything to sneeze at. The NFC is probably is the tougher of the two divisions. I think we could all agree on that.
Yeah, they're in the best division in the
of the best conference.
Yeah.
So
other than
the
South, maybe.
Yeah, and Kyler, as good as he is,
talk about their players because look who they let go this year.
Who
should have retired there? Pat.
Oh, what are you talking about? What team? Sorry, say it again.
Patrick Peterson.
Patrick Peterson should have retired.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
right,
definitely.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, I don't know. They had their one little stint where they went to the Super Bowl, and Kev hates that Super Bowl. But I think that was really it for them, man. Like, I mean, Kyler's great, and they're going to win games. But is the longevity of what they do in that offense and that style of play, is that going to win you a Super Bowl? Probably not. Not in this conference.
His whole, and again, I'm not defending Kyler. His whole thing is, if you look at it, you think of teams, you think of the face of those teams. I am currently the face of the Arizona Cardinals. Y'all said to be building a team around me. So although I'm not saying that my pick is y'all should pick who I say pick, but I should be when we having a conversation, I should be at that round table.
He wants to be involved.
At least listen to be involved and all that shit. Where again, the people in charge is like, bro, yes, we try to build around you, but you still got to prove yourself just like everybody else. So like
the other part too is trust them because they've done it like what Dicap said. They did a really, really good
job.
Yeah,
and in the short in the short time that he's been there, they recruited and put people in there. Who they just got? Because they let go of Drake. What running back they just got?
They got another running back. Actually, that's good.
They might have got James Conner.
Yeah, James.
Right, James Conner. Right, exactly.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what the fuck is he complaining about? Hold on. What is he complaining about?
DeAndre Hopkins.
And Fitz. And Christian Kirk. And Fitz is there to be a leader.
Yeah.
And Christian
he's really just there to be a leader.
Good.
And they got a solid defense. So it's like, but again, his whole thing is, I want to be a part of the conversation. Y'all ain't having me a part of the conversation. Y'all trying to little bro me, and I don't like that and shit.
He's mad short. It's what it is. They can't.
Fitz?
They can't see him when he raises his hand, bro. He'd be jumping up and down and shit. He'd be like, "Who's that in the back over there?" So, oh shit, yo, Kyler, come up here, man. We didn't see you back there.
No, Kyler be mad as hell. He see Fitz coming out of meeting and shit. Like, yeah, it's nice seeing you. Be mad as hell. But also, Ravens traded one of the best offensive linemen to the Chiefs.
Orlando Brown
and shit.
That's good.
For the longest.
So,
good for him. Drew's probably very upset, but he doesn't know who Orlando Brown is.
Probably don't.
So, not good for the Chiefs. Obviously, like that's what lost them the Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes was running for his life. Granted, they had plenty of opportunities to score, but they, didn't.
Drop passes.
Dropped a lot of drop passes.
In better offensive lineman news, the Washington football team went and got Eric Flowers back.
I saw that. Eric Flowers is back.
He's back.
Fucking waste of a goddamn thing. Was that a gentleman pick?
When they moved him to left guard, he could play guard. He can't play tackle, but he could play guard.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Laramie Tunsil, who the Giants would have drafted, but he took a fucking snorkel fucking bong rip right before, let him fall to the Dolphins, got the Dolphins mad fucking picks, and got the Giants to end up with Eric Flowers, a dude named Eric. I mean, and the way he spells his name too is pretty ridiculous.
Also,
with a K, I think, right?
We also
ERCECKE.
We might also have a departing of Julio
like
from Atlanta. Julio been on the talk and possibly on the move come this draft day, or maybe Atlanta's trying to make some moves. I mean, they got a good receiving core, but
Gage and Ridley. They're talking about they might take. Pitts.
if he go to Minnesota,
unless
but we still
dangerous.
But we got it. They still got Kirk Cousins though, so.
No, go. He probably gonna go to the team that's more
Minnesota.
My coworker
I would love to see that.
My coworker said he might go to the Bills.
I would hate that. So currently Atlanta's at the 4 spot. If they're not going to draft a quarterback there are rumors of them getting Kyle Pitts, the fucking freak tight end that's supposedly like baby Gronk, who's better than Gronk really.
Vernon.
They're saying is what they're saying, or baby Vernon is what Dev is saying. But they could trade back, and if they do trade back, Julio can be a part of that package. But I mean, I don't see why you would get a tight end or trade away your number 1 receiver and not get a quarterback. So I'm assuming they're going to get a quarterback. I think Julio's staying put.
They're going to lose Julio eventually anyway, so why not get
but I think he'll stay put this year at least.
Nah, see,
they got to switch it up. They got to switch it up.
You got to look out for like the Ravens.
Pats. Don't say the Pats.
Listen, don't sleep, man. Atlanta still might pick a quarterback, man.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're going to take a quarterback. I think they're going to take a quarterback at 4 for sure.
Yeah,
and I think that if you do take a quarterback at 4, why would you get rid of one of your most reliable, doesn't get a lot of touchdowns, unfortunately, because Matt Ryan sucks, receivers?
Right.
Because you could get something.
Bro, they don't need him. Yo, bro. The Atlanta's going to trade with Green Bay. They're going to get their quarterback, and then they're going to grab Kyle Pitts. Yeah.
You talking about they're gonna go? Nah, I've been hearing Jordan Love's going there. I get so much fucking draft anxiety, dude. I hate this.
Don't worry, we're almost there.
They solve all their problems. They trade with Green Bay.
I'm gonna save my draft talk for Boomer Buzz.
No, I mean we got to talk a little bit about the draft.
My NFL guys, y'all trying to like group video while the first 10 picks.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we can. Let's live stream it. All right. You're hearing it now. Let's do a little quick break. You're hearing it now. You're listening to this episode. Turn back onto the Culture Capsule YouTube. We'll go live.
Yeah, let's do that.
Live NFL draft this Thursday. It starts at what time?
I don't know.
8 or 9?
7 or 8? 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We will be on the chat. Dicap is going to be there. You have no choice. Decap's going to be there. We got the Jets picking 2nd overall. We got the Giants picking 11th overall. Yeah, we got the Washington football team picking
16, I think.
16th overall. 15. We're going to live stream the first round.
I'm about to say
our reactions.
Fuck that. Only the first round because I ain't doing.
We're just doing the first round. I'm literally getting on a plane 2 days later. We are only doing
the first round. Going to be 3 hours.
Right, all right, going to be all day and shit. But exactly that's all I'm doing though. I can do it for that, but.
Nah, we can do first 15 picks.
No, up until all of our teams get a pick.
Yeah, but Cap's pick
we gotta do the first
14
round.
or 15, bro.
No, we got to do the first round. The whole first round. We're doing
long haul. Let's put the bets in now. How many quarterbacks going in the first 15?
In the first 15, 4.
4.
I was gonna say 3, but
4.
4.
What you got, DQ?
You don't know.
What you say, John? You got 4?
I got QBs.
I got 4.
Lawrence, Wilson, Fields.
That's easy.
Lance.
Okay, how about we make it better? How many quarterbacks outside of Lawrence and Wilson? Because we know that they're going 1 and 2 are going for the first 15.
No, because I think in the first 15 they're gonna break a record this year.
All those QBs might go in the first.
That's what I'm saying. All of them might go, but I'm banking on 4.
Decap. Don't stress me out. Who's going 15? That's the Patriots pick. Who's there?
Justin Fields.
Decap.
There could be Fields there. He might fall.
Nah, I want that to happen, man.
Where Cap, before you got on, Ed was watching the NFL mock simulator and he was doing picks, and I was telling him like those picks ain't gonna go. Some shit gonna happen. It's gonna be different from what the.
I don't want to say my boomer bust yet, but I think there's gonna be 5 quarterbacks picked in the first.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. I agree.
Yo, Cap, y'all draft 19th, bro.
Oh yeah, I knew it was in the teens. I mean,
Damn.
All right, so cool. We're gonna do all 32 picks the first round, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Go to the YouTube Culture Capsule. We'll be live streaming. Everybody will be there. Get your drinks.
Yeah,
join
remember
us.
we made the
have
playoffs,
fun.
Kev.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, you did it, Kev.
Who Washington's QB right now?
Tyler Heineke. Oh, Fitzpatrick. Yeah.
Oh, right. I felt
That's why we went and got Eric Flowers because Fitzpatrick said go get him.
Yeah, all right, I'm with that. Any other NFL talk?
The Browns.
I have one thing. We didn't talk about it last week because I think it broke like super late Tuesday or really early Tuesday, and I didn't remember. Obviously, we record on Tuesdays. Fucking everyone can wear whatever number they want now.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Tom Brady.
And then Tom Brady's fucking bitch ass.
Yeah, I don't get why
cried about it.
what he upset about.
Some players can't identify the Mike linebacker. Although he also did say just like don't even wear numbers, just wear like the jerseys, like just wear different colors. Tom Brady's being a fucking pussy. Fuck him. He's the GOAT.
That's Tom Brady swinging his dick.
No, that's Tom Brady going. He's so used to going. 52 is the mic. 54 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 59 is the mic. 1's the mic.
Right.
He's gonna forget. He's gonna forget because he's getting older. He got early onset. He can't win games when the sun comes down. He's got sundowns. It's when you got early onset when you get a little older.
Why is he bitching when Levante David and Bush was his fucking middle linebackers?
Again, like Ed said, he's been a bitch because he's used to calling shit a certain way.
Yeah, exactly.
And now, you see a nigga with the number 32, and then you see a nigga with 89 and shit. He gonna be
and then he's gonna see number 7, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
We definitely gonna see a couple of picks like that. Where
I think that's so fucking cool, man. Like it's but again, to argue Tom Brady's argument, even though I hate him,
niggas ain't wearing niggas. This ain't flag football. Niggas ain't got on all the same clothes and got on the flag and shit.
But did he forget that like college, so his whole thing was that it's going to be hard for rookies transitioning into the NFL and It's going to be hard identifying all this other bullshit. It's like, bruh, half these kids come from college. All these college players wear random different numbers. So like, it's of course it's not going to be hard for them.
You with that freaky ass picture, boy.
Yeah, weird, bro. His teeth are not that white, bro.
And he's definitely like 50 pounds lighter in that picture.
How much you guys want to bet that that's DQ's Tinder profile picture?
Shit, that's live.
That's his only page. OnlyFans icon and shit.
But yeah, Tom Brady sucks. He's being a baby. We changing numbers. It's gonna be awesome.
John, you had some NFL news, John?
The Browns and Ravens both pick up the options on their quarterbacks for Baker and Lamar.
Oh well, yeah, duh. That was gonna happen. That was
but it happened. So
Josh Allen should be getting re-signed pretty soon too, though. No, we're getting the option.
No,
because this is their 4th year. Next year's the franchise tag.
They're gonna pay Josh Allen. They're gonna
no, they better fucking pay Josh Allen. That's what I'm saying. He ended up being the best quarterback out of this whole bunch.
Did y'all see? Y'all watch I Am an Athlete with Chad Ocho and Brandon Marshall and the podcast and shit?
Yeah, I seen one shit. Chad was like, "Yo, he used to call what's the black dude? What's his old coach from the Bengals?
Marvin Smith,
Lewis, right?
Marvin Lewis. Yeah.
He told Brandon Marshall, "Yeah, Dad used to call Coach like 2 a.m, wake him up.
Right?
He the phone. I'd be like, I'm open and hang up."
I saw that. But they had Stephon
he was always
Diggs.
open unless he played Darrell Revis, which we'll get to a little bit later.
They just had Stephon Diggs and Jarvis Landry on the last episode. It was dope and shit. Niggas just talking about the beginning and shit. I didn't even know Stephon Diggs got drafted so late. I didn't even remember him getting drafted so late. And even Jarvis Landry coming out of LSU, he was one of the biggest receivers coming out that year. But
he came out in the 5th.
Yeah, he came out late too and shit. So
yeah,
it was that's one of the like my newest favorite podcasts out right now. And shit, just seeing them talk, and then they be heating each other and shit. Like they dad be sitting there like
they be really arguing.
Yeah, like no, that ass it be looking like they about to fight at some point.
It happened a couple of weeks back when
Brandon Marshall and Chad. Yeah,
Marshall was crazy, but he was wrong.
Yeah, he was talking about the guaranteed money. Yeah.
NBA contract.
Nah, but
the only contract that's not guaranteed is like the 2-way contracts and 10-day contracts.
The dopest thing that I found out from watching that podcast was with Ocho Cinco. I didn't know he really lived at the stadium until they kicked him out.
Really?
See that?
That's
yeah.
crazy.
They said he used to live there, and then they told him like, "Yo, you have to leave." So they got him an apartment. Huh?
I said, how the fuck he pull that on?
He said he used to sleep there. He had a room in the training room.
They should for all teams though have the dorms on the grounds of the.
Someone get shit that.
Start your video, DQ.
All right.
That's that funny.
They should for all, like dorms on the stadium so that rookies and stuff like that have a place that settle in for the season starts.
Yeah.
My man Chad was probably throwing parties and shit, getting lit.
What's a single
nigga?
Wow.
That nigga was in there drinking with the janitors and shit. Like once the place closed and shit, walking through that motherfucking shit. What's up, Larry?
Yo, fuck the jerseys, man. They need to let the players start looking like how Ocho was looking with the gold teeth and the mohawk.
Yeah, all that.
Back.
Yeah, well, some of the players are trying to do. Kamara got that like mouthpiece that looks like Dracula teeth. Like everyone tries. I mean, they try to like.
Kamara was talking about the draft. That a few teams told him to take out his nose ring and shit in order for him to draft him, and he was like, "Don't draft me then." Like, he didn't.
That's
say
why
who.
he fell to like the 6th round, right?
Yeah,
Kamara was
because he was saying
pick.
like a lot of teams wouldn't pick him because they wanted him to take out his nose ring. Because you got.
I'm not gonna front though. I love Kamara as a football player. I think he's OD nice. But after I watched him on Mark Ingram and Cam Jordan podcast, yo, he kind of a deep like a diva. Like you heard the Alabama story?
I could tell. Yeah, you can't tell.
I ain't heard Alabama.
I didn't hear it, but I could tell for sure.
They was like he used to complain and shit. So they said they drew like a box on the field and he called it like the Kamara box. He used to have to stand there and shit. That's why he left Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Because they had problems with him. And I'm like, yo, you too nice to be doing all that shit. Like he used to be like, yeah, if I didn't feel like practicing, I wasn't gonna practice this and that.
Oh yeah, it's not that some bitch ass shit.
Yeah, I don't like all that.
Yeah. But we were supposed to touch on it last week. A&E has the docs for the WWE legends. We're supposed
what about that?
We're supposed to touch on Stone Cold. Did you bitches watch it?
I did.
What a pod.
I forgot. Again, listen. Falcon and the Winter Soldier finished up this week. Invincible is literally fire. I had too much to watch, man.
You said what?
Quick thing.
Look, there's a new season of 90 Day Fiance. Falcon and the Winter Soldier cleaned up.
Right.
Invincible's out. I watched Mortal Kombat.
Invincible's my shit.
Invincible is lit. No, Johnny.
Invincible's pretty good.
Johnny put me on that. That's lit too.
Good.
That's
what's Invincible on?
Invincible's on Amazon Video. Shout out Amazon. Buy an ad.
It's a cartoon, but it ain't.
It's animated. It's from Robert Kirkman of The Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman, please pay us.
It's a cartoon, but it ain't for kids.
I still ain't finished Warriors.
Did you start Warriors?
I started. I just ain't finish it.
Finish that first, then go to Invincible. But I have an idea about the pod situation.
John told you about Warriors?
John put me on. I told you about Warriors when me and Johnny was talking about it to you.
No, I put John on Warriors.
Yeah. John put me onto it.
Yo,
so what was we talking about in the when we did the wrap up or whatever? It was something else.
No, y'all was talking about P Valley.
Oh yeah,
P Valley.
I still ain't watched that shit yet.
Yeah, that show is crazy. You should watch it. It's funny, entertaining, but that shit is crazy.
Oh, talking about Warriors. My man, what's his name in Warriors? That was Sub-Zero.
I don't know his name, but
his sister's thing.
No,
Yeah,
the
the
nigga that
thing.
played Sub-Zero is the one that was messing with the system.
But that's fucking the system.
Yeah.
In the new Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, he's the
guy. Yeah,
but what I was gonna say is
he's the head hitter on the other crew on the Warriors and shit.
But when it comes to this new karate shit, he got it.
No, he that nigga. Like,
he got it.
That's what I'm saying the other day. Have y'all ever seen the Ray Redemption and shit?
Yeah, Ray Redemption.
He was on that. Yeah,
him in the middle. Right?
Yeah, but he got his ass beat by the drunk nigga, by the low nigga. He got beat up. He's in there. Watch the first raid. He was one of the cops. He got his ass whooped though.
Word?
Yeah,
he fought your man's Mad Dog.
Right, exactly.
The chains? That's who fought him with the chains?
I don't remember exactly when, but he Mad Dog whooped his ass in the raid. I promise you. Go back and watch the raid again. He's in there.
That's crazy.
His name in Warrior is Lee Young.
Lee Young.
That show was fire.
That's a lot.
Also, he was Ja in Fast and the Furious 6. You guys want to talk a little Mortal Kombat, or? I mean, technically it's a video game.
Again, okay, so hold on. Before we go there, let's the doc.
Wait. I had an idea about the docu-series. I was gonna say it. Let's let all 8 come out. Let's watch all 8 and then have an episode, a portion of the episode where we talk about all the different.
I'll watch it on the plane. I'll watch it on the plane.
Before we started like going to the side.
But hold on, Dev, run the names down. Who they got on the
So far it's one a week. They did Stone Cold last week,
Austin,
and then they did Roddy Piper, which was his shit is wild.
Yeah, Roddy Piper is low key one of the best promoters. Like, we gotta talk a little UFC too. We got lots to talk about. We ain't never gonna get off this topic. We could spend the podcast on this.
Roddy Piper is probably the greatest villain in wrestling history. Like the greatest heel in wrestling history. Like,
I think they're gonna do Bret Hart. They're gonna do Shawn Michaels, Booker T.
Booker T.
Yep. That's
Booker
Macho
T.
Man. They're gonna do Macho Man.
Booker T a legend, man. Don't disrespect Booker T. Booker T a legend.
Listen, I can name 10 people right now above Booker T.
I could too, but Booker T is classified, and also Booker T is still relevant too. He's like doing commentating now.
Especially coming from Booker T's story, like coming through
and Bad Bunny, who's a current WWE athlete, wrote a song about Booker T. So
did he?
I mean, yeah, he did. That was a whole thing. WrestleMania was terrible, but
all right, but so we'll save it. But watch the Rowdy shit.
Watch the Rowdy. I'm gonna watch all 8.
Yeah, Rowdy shit. Like, that shit is wild. He's a wild boy. Like wild boy. Like, that nigga, no character. Like, no character.
He was a rock star for real.
That nigga was him and Ric Flair. They was like Ace Boone Coons. Them niggas was wild.
They probably sniffing mad coke and doing steroids.
Oh, big time. Going crazy.
With mad white bitches going
on tour. Them niggas said they used to go home 360. They be 365. They be home 3 days. The rest they on tour, just living life.
I would assume that. I would assume they was wilding like that.
Yeah, and they'd be like, when we be home, shit don't be right. Like, we just be like antsy to get back and shit. Like, I was like, this nigga is wild. This nigga is wild. So we'll say the whole doc for the end. Unless
watch all 8, and at the end of it, we'll do a recap and we'll talk about all of them.
Now, Eddie, you brought up UFC before we get out the open run. You brought up UFC.
Let's talk about the UFC fights.
So
sure.
You just had the Masvidal
Usman
fight. Do we need a 3? Do we need a Masvidal Usman 3?
No,
I think that's done. I think you need to fight Izzy, man, but they're too close. They're friends, so
no, they can't. They can't fight anyway.
Yeah,
he's too big.
Yeah, who? Usman?
No, Izzy fights.
Izzy,
heavier.
I'm saying Izzy's bigger than he looks.
But they're not gonna fight. Because.
But I'm saying if they did, they could promote the fucking shit out of it.
Nah, they're not gonna do that. They just said today that Jake Paul, because Logan Paul and Floyd,
they got officially announced. Yep.
And then,
but it's an exhibition, right? Like, they can't knock each other out.
It's gonna be a fight, and then Jake Paul said today that if Dana White signs off on it, he'll fight Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, right. Now, speaking of Jake Paul, he showed up to UFC. I think he owns Dana, man.
Oh, he got into it with Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, exactly. And then hold on, I gotta find it. But
listen, come on, Ed. I'm giving you the game. That's why they did that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the promotion. They're gonna make it seem like Kamaru's gonna be the guy for the UFC to knock out Jake Paul. They're gonna promote that big, and it's gonna happen. They're gonna fight.
So here's a quick. So obviously, Jake Paul showed up to the UFC event. This is the first live event that they've had where they actually had fans in there. Everybody was chanting "Fuck Jake Paul."
He was there with AB.
He was there with AB. Machine Gun Kelly said what's up to him. I think Travis Barker said what's up to him. So pretty much anybody white that's musically talented was there. And
yeah, but Machine Gun Kelly, Travis Barker, and the Kardashian girl, and what's her who's Machine Gun Kelly?
Megan Fox.
Yeah, Megan Fox. They've been at the last couple events.
Yeah. So Jake Paul tweeted at Dana, and I'm just gonna read the tweet because it was pretty. I mean, he set it up. So Dana, you claimed that you would bet $1 million on me losing. Set it up. Askren to train. Set up Askren to train with Freddie Roach. Gave him full access to UFC, and he still got his ass handed to him. Seems like you are the real douche, not Ariel. In my third fight, I made more total pay than the fighter in most of the UFC history. Maybe it's time that you pay your fighters their fair share. No wonder why we all went into boxing. Dana, you say you want to make these fights fans, so hurry up and make Jones versus Ngannou and pay them their fair share. $10 million per purse per each guy, plus pay-per-view. Why are UFC fighters underpaid versus boxers? Why did I make more in my third fight than both, except for two, Khabib and Conor, the UFC fighters have made in history? I know why. So Jake Paul's calling out Dana for not paying his guys, and I mean he's not wrong, right? I mean
this is not nothing new. Everybody says this. All the fighters say this.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Trav this weekend, Adrian Broner made more money in his last fight than I'm sure Kamaru Usman and Masvidal made more money, but the girls, the other champions, they didn't make more money than Adrian Broner made in his last fight.
No, definitely not. Yeah, definitely not.
I mean, so if
you can argue that UFC's harder, bro.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if Dana White got a meal, why don't Jake come over and get that fight in the UFC and make his meal?
That's Dicap just alluded to it. I think he's trying to make that happen.
That's what he's trying to set it up.
He's trying to come to UFC, or he trying to bring somebody over to box?
No, they want to box.
I'm saying you want that meal, come over to UFC, Jake. No,
they won't do that because Kamaru Usman is just gonna wrestle him to the ground and choke him, and then it'll be over.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be over.
Usman ain't gonna do that. He gonna slug with him with just the smaller gloves now. Jake ain't gonna want to stand up, getting those kicks and those punches to the body and punches to the head.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why it's more risky for Jake to do that.
Right.
And then I don't even think he'll be able to do that because he's not professionally a MMA fighter. He's professionally a boxer. It's like it's different.
Man, they used to have Bully beat down on MTV. They could get his ass in there.
Hard, yo.
Yo, John, remember we was talking about that shit where they were showing the old clips of the UFC? That's what it would look like. If
he'd get.
It would look just like that, and then it'd be like niggas would be like, "Oh, y'all gotta
it's right. It's too far. Like,
y'all gotta relax.
y'all got a lion fighting a gazelle and shit.
Exactly.
Those are some brutal fights. But
they'll fight. They had like big fat ass 400-pound niggas fighting little ass brothers. Yeah, right. Fighting the Gracie brothers. Yo, that shit was a wild time.
This is just get in the cage and fight.
Yo, that shit was wild.
Did y'all watch the UFC fights though?
Oh, you want to talk about the broken leg?
I watch shit that don't come on regular TV. If it ain't
man, listen, that oh my god.
Oh, I saw the kick. Yeah, I saw
Chris Weidman. So how funny was it that who's the other fighter that kicked him? Apollo?
That was Silva that happened to.
Oh, Silva, yeah. So that happened to Silva. He kicked Weidman. Now Weidman gets into another fight and does the same. So it was the first.
Oh,
it was the first UFC fight in history that the fighter that won didn't even throw a punch. And it was obviously the quickest.
That shit
We
was
didn't
the
even know
worst.
he broke his leg, bruh.
Nah, that was the worst I've seen since what was his name? Where the kid in college when he went down and you seen his shit snap. That's the worst I've seen since that.
School was crazy.
Dang,
Yeah,
I refuse to see it, but I heard that one that was a bad one.
It was bad.
Do you think Joe Rogan is fully aware that he makes overreactions when that kind of stuff happens? And then
Joe Rogan be selling this shit.
Yeah, he really does. But honestly, I think I don't know. Like that was gross. I think we're all like numb to like big like leg breaks, really, because I think we've seen them all for the most part. But I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Yo, John, no lie, his leg went like this.
Yep.
That shit wrapped around.
And then he didn't even know and try to put it down. I don't think he had no clue.
Yeah. No, he tried to step after the kick.
Imagine how fucked up he went to step down and homie got kicked, knew his shit was fucked up and just
Nah, he seen it. He seen it instantly.
He felt bad and shit because he didn't want to do shit. Like he looked once he saw the leg, he was like, fucked. Oh. He was fucked up that it ended that way.
Bro, he was probably scarred, like just feeling the leg like wrap around
his leg and shit.
Hell yeah. He probably didn't even feel it, to be honest.
John said if the nigga was dirty, like saw that shit just start welling and shit.
But even the girl fights, those was two great girl fights. I was
with Cap. I told Cap I never seen what they call the cross shit.
Oh, when they grab their hands, they grab the one arm with the top part of their body and the other with their leg. The crucifix, and then they punching them.
Bro, I ain't never seen nothing like that before, bro.
And that was the one finish, and then the other finish was that kick to the face by Rose Namajunas.
By the American shorty, right?
Yeah. I wanted the Chinese girl, how you say her name, Wei Li. I wanted her to win so bad, cause they was doing that racist shit about her, like
what they say,
like they was like saying the China virus and shit like that during the promotion, you know.
Yeah. That's what just happened to that tennis player that won. Not tennis player, the golf player.
Golf player.
Yeah, they was making racist remarks about him and shit. But China flew, in the words of Trump. But we moving on from open run. We're going into star bench cut. No bag of trash this week. So being that the draft is happening this week, we got the top picks from the last 3 drafts. We got Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, and Baker Mayfield. Who you starting? Who you cut? Cap, kick us off. Star bench cut.
I know it's a small sample, but I'm starting Joe Burrows. I think Joe Burrow is really that guy.
He really fucking nice.
And the talent he had is like wasn't great, but he showed he got it. And
they got potential over there. They got some potential there.
He's one of the cocky people that I like being cocky.
Yeah,
like if he stopped being cocky, I wouldn't fuck with him like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna bench Kyler because I think Kyler is one of them guys that's just he's like Russell Wilson. He could do a little bit of everything. And then I don't get the Baker hype. Like I really don't like Baker as you got OD talent and you mediocre to me.
Right.
I'll take Kirk Cousins over Baker Mayfield. Fight me, Johnny.
I don't know. Kev, star bench cut.
I'm on the same page as Cap, only because between Kyler's on my bench, between Kyler and Baker, I think Kyler has the bigger arm and the most potential. You know what I mean? Like Baker, all the hype that's around Baker, and after everything last year, like he couldn't get it figured out, and they only got better once they supposedly had the best receiver on their team in Odell. No shade to Odell, but
yeah, they got better when he went down.
Bro. Exactly, they got a lot better
on draft night.
Odell? That shit would make me.
So
do I, bro. I fucking Odell.
He can come back.
Ducks.
John, come back.
John be like, yeah, I'd love that to the Giants.
But Burrow, in the small sample size that we got, Burrow looked like he'd been here before. Like
he got the moxie. He got the moxie.
Yeah, he looked like we've done this before. Like, let's get it.
All right, John, star bench cut.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm starting my guy Baker.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Starting my guy Baker.
John the eater, so.
I'm Baker. cutting Murray. I mean, I'm benching Murray and I'm cutting Burrow. Potential, but we gotta see what happens. You gotta see if he comes back from the injury. We don't know how he's gonna come back from the injury. Small sample size ain't enough.
All right, DQ.
3 quarterbacks. Baker's the only one to play a playoff game.
From a marketing standpoint, I'm going to start Baker. He may be mediocre, but just for the team of Cleveland, play like him is someone they actually need to have attention drawn to them in that small market. I'm going to bench Burrow and cut Kyle Murray.
All right. That's just some random picks from DQ.
The first one, no. The last two, yes. But I know one.
Oh, you know Baker because of the commercials, nigga.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I know. Like, I know Baker.
Although those commercials are hilarious.
I will say that I do like.
They're pretty funny.
Yeah,
they're pretty funny.
All right, Ed, start bench cut.
You said something that I love that sports commentators say about like any white player. You said Joe Burrow has moxie. He's also a gym rat, right? You know what I mean? Like takes no days off. So obviously I'm starting Burrow, man. He showed toughness this year. It's a bad Cincinnati Bengals team. And literally kept getting up until he couldn't anymore. Hopefully they get him off an offensive line. Hopefully they get that kid Osemele from from Oregon. And they don't try to reunite Burrow with Jamar Chase. Like that would be cool, but at the same time, like fuck that. He needs protection. Kyler, I've said I don't like his coach, but I do like him. I think once Cliff Kingsbury is out of the picture, Kyler has a bright future ahead of him. And Baker, fuck the Browns and fuck Baker, because I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in right now if the fucking Browns did the right thing and drafted Sam Darnold like they were supposed to, or Saquon Barkley like they were supposed to, and we were going to end up with Baker. So fuck Baker.
Yeah, and to clean it up, I feel like if you put just Joe Burrow, I really like this kid coming into the league. I was upset that he went down so fast. Put him on the Browns. Browns would have probably been in that fucking AFC Championship with the small sample size. The kid is really that good. So I'm going to bench Burrow. I'm cutting Baker, and I'm starting Baby Russ. Baby Russ I really fuck with Baby Russ. And I think he got the big arm. He got all the talent. And then last year, fantasy, he cooked for me. He beat Kev. Him and AK was really doing it for me last year.
Third place this year.
So I'm starting my nigga Baby Russ. Kyler Murray. All right.
I feel like there was nobody looking at me and your championship match more than me and Ed. And that Thursday night game.
Yeah, Kamara 6 touchdowns.
Oh,
it's over.
I wasn't even mad, bro.
No, that's when you start. Hey, we playing 2 weeks.
That wasn't a Thursday night because you was with me when that happened.
No, that was a Thursday night game.
The 6 touchdown game?
That was a Thursday night
game.
That was
a Thursday night game, yeah.
Against Minnesota.
That was like the Christmas game or some shit? Because he wore them Christmas shoes?
Maybe.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, was it on Christmas Day? It was a Thursday night game.
Yeah, it was. I think so. It was one of those holidays. It had to be Christmas.
Yeah, it was Christmas.
But yeah, so starting Kyler. Next up, we got now again. Y'all might grew up in WWF. I grew up in WWC. I mean WCW.
WCW, yeah. I grew up on both.
Hold on, who put this question together?
I did.
Probably Dev.
I did.
You set him up.
Set who up?
Nigga,
John?
You know who?
John or DQ?
No,
He said I set up Kevin Nash. I don't see how, but okay. So we got gold.
I'm a big fan of Kevin Nash. You gotta set him up.
You set him up.
You got Goldberg, Kevin Nash, and Sting. To me, these the biggest
it's
three.
Not cool, bro.
The biggest three in WCW to me. Who bigger than those three?
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero is not bigger than him.
He wasn't really.
Eddie became Eddie Guerrero that guy until he went to the WWF. Once WCW went down, then Eddie went over to WWF.
Chris Benoit though was Chris Benoit.
None of them was bigger than Kevin Nash.
Yeah, you're right though. You're right about it.
Yeah, I know you wrong.
But he was already. Yeah.
Other than Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And even then with Hollywood, he came over to Kevin Nash shit. He ran over to the red and black. So let me get into it. We got Goldberg, Kevin Nash, and Sting. Ric Flair got his ass whooped all the time in WCW.
But he was still a superstar.
Yeah, he's still right.
So star bench cut, kicking off with you, DQ. Who you starting benching? Cut Goldberg, Sting, Kevin Nash.
I'm starting the Icon Sting. I'm going to bench Kevin Nash, Big Sexy, and I'm going to cut trash ass Goldberg. I hate Goldberg.
What?
Yeah, he's
I did 2 moves. That's it.
Yeah, the jackknife powerbomb and the spear, huh? That's it, really.
Man, Goldberg used to
jackknife suplex, or was it? Yeah, jackknife suplex, not powerbomb.
Kevin Nash did
suplex. Yeah, powerbomb. Yeah, he did the jackknife powerbomb.
All right, Ed.
Superplex.
Yeah, who you got? Star bench cut.
I'm starting Sting, man. Sting. I mean, coming from the rafters, the mask, the face paint, the baseball bat. I mean, how could you?
You know what's crazy? Sorry to cut you off, Ed, but you know who's also big in WCW, Dad? I mean, DDP was.
Yeah,
DDP.
I swear to God, I just was looking at
the
list.
No,
that would have been harder, DDP.
No, DDP ain't bigger than none of them.
He was older as shit when he started wrestling, and he was like 40.
No, DDP was that nigga. DDP was that nigga. But none of he wasn't bigger. Yeah, but DDP was not bigger than Sting, Nash, or Goldberg.
I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out.
Hold on.
So, no.
Huh?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. So the main villain in Ready to Rumble was DDP. Right?
Okay.
He hollered at Goldberg, and Kevin Nash was the comic relief, and then Sting came in at the end. He got a point. Ready to Rumble is a good point. I was just about Dicap. I'm glad that you're here.
You know why? Do y'all know why? But y'all know why DDP was nigga. They couldn't get Kevin Nash and Goldberg down for the whole movie. They could get DDP for the whole
Kevin
role.
Nash was in the movie hardcore.
Pay him. They was in there for 2 seconds. They came out to save, and DDP was through the entire movie. He was cheaper. He was cheaper to get than Goldberg.
DDP also created the DDT. Like that's his move.
Snake, dumbass.
Wasn't DDP the first one with the?
No, he got it from Jake the Snake. The Diamond Cutter came from Jake.
Diamond Cutter is Jake from Snake. Yeah.
Diamond Cutter is DDP.
Is it?
Right. It's right.
But the Diamond Cutter is a DDT.
Again, DDP is not big.
Same shit. It's a headlock. And
no. The Diamond Cutter was the twist.
Oh, right. The RKO.
Yeah, right.
The RKO is now.
What the RKO is now.
You used to break niggas' necks doing that shit. But again,
you gotta put your elbow, your neck right in the elbow. That's how it works.
If you gotta do it right before you break your shit. But star bench cut. Nobody's bigger than these three in WCW.
Nah,
you're right. You're right about it.
So who did you start? Who did you bench? Who did you cut?
I'm starting Sting. I fuck with Kevin Nash, man.
Nah, I fuck with Kevin Nash heavy too. That's my
y'all thinking of Kevin Nash with the whole clique. You gotta think of Kevin Nash.
I'm thinking about him separately too.
NWO, he was the face. He was the guy.
But he was also Kevin Nash was also like
one of the he was one of the greatest heels in WCW history, at least the time I was watching.
Had a stretch with
fuck it. I'm benching Kevin Nash. Fuck Goldberg. I never really liked Goldberg, bro. I never really liked Goldberg.
You tripping?
He's too big for me, dog.
Want to be with 2 moves.
Son, also, I'm thinking. So here's the other part. I'm thinking of the latter part of their careers. I'm thinking about the latter part of their careers. Sting.
I'm talking about WCW at their prime.
I understand that, but I can't erase the latter part of their years in my head, right? So I think about Sting. Sting like funded TNA, like he created the crazy hype in TNA, and it's thinking. But
because when the lights turned on,
all I'm thinking about
and they put that light up on the
rafters,
and know it's coming. Come on,
again.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Sting is the man. I'm saying Sting is. That's why Sting is my starter. But the reason why I'm gonna cut Goldberg is I still can't erase that Undertaker Goldberg WrestleMania match where these dudes look like Dada 5000 and fucking who's the dude that died? Kimbo. Homies were like old ass men trying to fucking wrestle, and it looked horrible. Horrible.
Y'all remember when Goldberg used to come out and Mike Tyson niggas? It'd be 2 seconds.
Yeah, but man, fuck Goldberg. That's it. I can't. I just don't want to. I feel bad for Kevin Nash, so I'm benching Kevin Nash. I'm cutting Goldberg.
But besides Undertaker with the choke slam or Big Show with the fucking power bomb, I don't think nobody got a better finisher than Goldberg.
The suplex, yeah, or the spear. The suplex or the spear.
I'm talking about just picking a grown ass.
Yeah, like
hold him in the air.
Right.
And then, come on.
All right, so Cap, start bench cut. Who you got?
I'm starting Sting because that's the only right answer. Then I'm benching Goldberg.
No.
And then I'm cutting. Yo, besides, if you tell me a match when Kevin Nash wasn't NWO, and you say, tell me a match with Kevin Nash not being NWO, we'd be like,
I can't do that.
That's a iconic moment in wrestling.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just felt bad for Kevin.
Kevin Nash had the click. He was the leader, but nah. I'm going.
Yeah.
All right, so I hated Sting, so he got cut from my
Word.
I couldn't do all of the face paint. I just couldn't get jiggy with it. I couldn't do it.
You do the jumping. The jump.
So I started Goldberg and I benched Kevin Nash.
Boo. I mean, I get it, but
the bat, when that black bat came out,
fuck that bat. He wasn't really hitting him hard. It was him stomping. Ooh.
Listen.
Ooh.
Hey, wait. Are you trying to say that wrestling is fake?
Yes, it is.
Are you trying to say that it's scripted?
Hold on. Have y'all watched Young Rock?
Huh? Nah, not yet.
That's my shit.
Young Rock is a good ass show.
I'll watch it. Oh,
John,
man,
watch it with Dorian.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah, watch it.
Young Rock, Teenage Rock, and College Rock.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's funny. I like it. But we don't use that F word. Young Rock learned that the hard way.
What F word did you say?
You get your ass beat by Andre the Giant saying that shit.
All right, so John, start bench cut.
All right. I'm big fans of all three wrestlers. You got to start Sting because when NWO was doing their thing, Sting was like the anti-NWO.
Word.
Goldberg and DDP.
And then he joined the clique.
No, but Sting was like the main.
He joined the Wolf Pack.
The way they sold it in wrestling, and
he was
He was the main.
They were all afraid of him. He come out, they run and shit.
Come through, fuck them up. It's like, oh shit, Sting's here. So for that, the way they went, it was perfect. That's why you gotta start Sting. Now it gets to the tough part. Two guys I'm really big fans of. You know, Kevin Nash. I'm a huge fan of Kevin Nash. He was a big man. He just had the swag to me, like, you know, he had that swagger. But also, he was able to jackknife people. I seen him jackknife the Big Show in WCW.
Hey, yo, talk about jackknives.
Hold on. Hey, John, what was his move? What was his move?
Jackknife powerbomb.
No, what was Kevin Nash's move?
The
Bigfoot.
Oh
yeah, the big boot. The big boot.
He definitely did that.
He did that, but that was more of a signature. But the jackknife was his like he would do. Yeah, he would do the whole, you know, push you.
His three moves was the boot, the jackknife, and he used to do that side jump, like pick you up.
The side and the boot were signatures, and then the fucking power bomb was
his
the finisher.
Right.
That's like John Cena's like 5-knuckle shuffle, and then he would do the FU, and then he turned it to the STFU where he did like some submission shit. Eddie Guerrero had that Three Amigos, but then the frog splash was his shit. Yeah, you know, Rob Van Dam had the Insecurity, and then it turned into the frog splash.
Yeah, signature and finisher. But
everybody got signatures and finishers.
So John, who you cutting?
I'm a big fan of Kevin Nash.
Damn.
I'm gonna cut Kevin Nash only because Goldberg, when his run started, you could say, oh, he does 2-3 moves. He was dominant. I'm not gonna lie.
What's his name, Big?
Listen, it's a select few wrestlers that could do what Goldberg. He was lifting motherfuckers up. Like Goldberg in his prime was lifting motherfuckers up. He was like Goldberg was doing some shit.
Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, and John Cena. Those the three that got like those
steroids.
You picking niggas up over your head, and holding them up there, and then
steroids.
But yeah, go to YouTube and YouTube Goldberg jackhammers The Big Show.
Yeah, remember the ring broke.
Well, he was the giant.
I watched that fucking John. Do you know who you're talking to? We all watched that live, bro.
Yeah, I know I did.
The way y'all talking about Goldberg, that's talking about like motherfuckers.
Look, I just felt bad for Kevin Nash. I knew he was gonna get cut all the way around. I gotta switch it up, man. Continuity.
Yeah, I feel you. I didn't want to cut Kevin Nash. I really didn't want to cut Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash.
Honestly, if it was different and you put in DDP, I might have cut Goldberg. Just because I love DDP. DDP was a savage.
That's
DDP was my nigga, but
and he stayed with a bad bitch. DDP had the bitches, man.
Diamond upside down is a pussy.
All right, DQ.
Try to sue Jay-Z over this.
Oh, we started. You did yours, right?
Oh,
DQ?
he did.
Yeah,
okay.
DDP was first.
Copyright.
So,
he lost that lawsuit.
DDP owns the diamond. He owns it.
No, he lost that lawsuit.
No, he didn't. He won. He dead ass won that.
Yeah, that was his first, bro. This was his.
Yeah, DDP was doing it first. Look it up.
This is the Rock. That's the Rock. That'll
every time you got
DDP did it like that. That's the diamond.
He doesn't have it together. It's like this.
The Rockefeller is a triangle. DDP is a diamond.
Don't matter. DDP got it copyrighted. He won because it's very close. He won that lawsuit.
Well, Jay don't pay nobody. You know, he didn't pay for the Rockefeller either. But so again, star bench cut. Goldberg is the greatest WCW wrestler ever.
Wrestler.
Lies, you tell.
The greatest. So
starting Goldberg. No Jeff Hardy match.
So starting Goldberg, hands down. I didn't watch WWF Goldberg. I was already out of the sport at that time. I was actually looking at vaginas at that point. So
you lying. You watched Invasion, bro.
Yeah, I watched a little bit.
We all had pay-per-view. We all had Scientific Atlanta cable boxes. You watched the WWF Attitude Era, and we had the Spice Channel.
Attitude Era and WCW was going on at the same time.
But WCW was getting bought out by WWF.
Because I was watching Monday Night Raw and Monday Night Nitro right
and then after we would turn on the Spice Channel.
So starting Goldberg, without a question. There's only 2 clicks in wrestling that made any noise, and that's DX, that's Transcending, and the Wolfpack, where niggas wanted to be those guys.
That's right.
Kevin Nash, niggas wanted to be those guys. You was in school either doing that or you was doing this.
And so black and white is for life. The Wolfpack is forever, nigga.
So, with that being said, the coolest nigga in WCW is Big Sexy, Kevin Nash. So, benching, fuck Sting.
Kevin Nash wasn't even the hardest nigga in NWO.
Nah, he wasn't. What? Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Who, Conan, nigga?
I would take Scott Steiner.
The best in the Wolfpack.
Oh, Scott was that nigga too, but he a psycho in real life. That nigga's big Papa
Scott crazy.
No, he a psycho in fucking real life though.
But Scott Steiner was the realest nigga in
Scott. Scott was on the crazy roids.
Him and Rick was actually real professional wrestlers prior to the fake shit. I'm
not gonna lie. If you look at his before, after he really transformed.
Yeah, because he wasn't putting it right. He wasn't putting it in his butt cheeks. Homie was putting that shit right in his neck.
So funny because now Scott Steiner has this degenerating, his pecs degenerating. So he has this big ass gap between his pecs.
Oh, big time.
No, he had the muscles on top of the muscle and shit.
Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, right had the frog shit, yo. But cut Sting, cut him.
You're a quick DQ.
Look it up. Left WCW.
What happened?
He's the only person that never left WCW.
Because he was acting like a bitch. He was acting like a bitch. He didn't want to come over to WWF.
Who's the only person that didn't? Who's the only person?
Sting was acting like a bitch. He didn't want to come over.
No,
yeah, but he came over eventually.
Sting
he came over eventually. TNA. Impact Wrestling.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah, TNA Impact Wrestling.
That sound with AEW, it was just crazy. He said he was wrestling, he has spinal stenosis. This nigga gets power bombed by fucking Brody Lee back in January before he died.
No, he didn't like the story when the whole invasion was happening. He didn't like the story that they were trying to pitch for him with Vince McMahon and shit.
He felt that the WWE was he felt disrespected because when WCW guys came in, he seen the promo between Booker T and The Rock. And The Rock told Booker T, who in the blue hell was you? Or are you? Basically, disregarding the whole
WCW movement and
He
shit.
looked at it like that's disrespectful because we
Yeah,
put
Katie
in work.
versus
Like, I own it now, but we put in work, so he felt like that was a little disrespectful, and he didn't really trust that the WWE.
Yeah, he didn't trust Vince and them because again, he
Also, Vince
that,
is crazy as fuck.
Did y'all
I
do
wouldn't
this?
fuck with him.
Did y'all do this with The Rock, Triple H, and Stone Cold?
Yeah, we did.
I think we did, yeah.
a long time ago and shit.
We had some good star best cuts for WWE. It was a good. This one's a tough one.
It's crazy. This is a sports podcast, but the fakest sport has like the most like conversation, which is crazy.
No, watch that F word.
Because we grew up watching that shit.
Yeah, we was like, that's our like
that's
the video
the F
game
word
episode.
you're talking about.
Right.
That's the F word. I thought you were talking about another F word, which I won't say.
Don't say it, because I have no idea what word you're
talking about. It rhymes with baguette.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nah, that's not what we're talking about.
He's saying don't say fake.
Don't say fake.
Right,
I didn't say the F word, bro.
Last and Star Bitch cut now. Kobe did.
Hold on, before we get off the wrestling.
Wow.
Johnny, is it just me or like The Rock is shitting on his dad in the show?
Pretty much.
When you watch the show, it feel like The Rock don't really fuck with
I feel like they had a
Rocky.
Like the dad did stupid shit. Like he was
also. What broadcast is this on?
ABC. Yeah.
Okay, it's the mouse. That's number one. You got to take into consideration. And what you got to take into consideration too is that there always has to be the bad guy.
Nah, but
it's like they kind of make him like a bum.
Like, yeah, well, that's what they're supposed to do. There needs to be that like bullshit, like ABC fucking daytime TV bullshit.
That quick thing, if y'all listen to the Rock story, he says like when he went to do his wrestling tryout, he only had $7 to his name. He only had $7 cash to his name. But the thing is, what it is, a lot of wrestlers, they travel so much. So a lot of them had strenuous relationships with their children because they wasn't there for birthdays and stuff like that. It was always on the road, especially.
Man, tell that to the Usos. Tell that to Nia Jax. Tell that to Charlotte Flair. Tell that all these Cody Rhodes, all these wrestlers' kids like became wrestlers. So,
but that's not everybody.
That's what I'm.
Most of them.
You know what's crazy, Ed? They also had a strenuous relationship too. Rikishi with his kids also.
He didn't show to his wedding on Total Divas that season. Like he was getting married to Naomi. And nigga said he couldn't show. He had that fucking
Again, I just told y'all Roddy Piper. The nigga said 365. We was on the tour 360. He like, and then that 3 to 5 days we there. I didn't want to be home. I was like,
oh nah,
like,
crazy, bro.
So tripping.
Yo, next time.
I almost said it and I didn't. We're moving on.
Star Bitch cut.
I bit my tongue so goddamn fucking hard. I bit it so hard.
Last and Star Bitch cut.
Too soon?
Move on. It ain't a never. This ain't a never. It will never go. It will never go. No too soon.
I don't know. I think we could joke about it.
It'll never go. It'll never go. We can't joke about it. Save that for a comedian, somebody that's with a wild sense of humor. But last and Star Bitch cut. Now Kobe is no longer with Nike. So where should he go? Star Bitch cut. Should he go back to Nike? Should he go to
Kobe
Adidas
brand.
or Kobe brand? Vanessa and the Kobe estate. Should they go back to Nike? Should they go to Adidas where he started? Or should they do the indie route? Big baller brand style. Star Bitch cut or where Kobe should go. Kev, kick us off.
Keep it 100. I like to see the brand go with Adidas.
So you starting
Adidas.
Think
the Adidas completing the tracksuit. You got some Kobe Adidas on. I don't know. That's me. That's fire. So I'm starting that.
Kobe has some decent Adidas too. Shit, my Crazy Eights are my favorite ones. Crazy Eights are my favorite ones.
That's exactly
so. So I'm starting Adidas, and I'm a bench independent and cut Nike because Nike checks, man, they putting their checks on everything, bro. Some shit they don't even need to put that shit on. I don't like them on the new MLB jerseys. I don't like them all over the like football jerseys.
Yeah, man. Everything.
I don't like it. Like we know you Nike, bro. You can put your little check in the bottom corner somewhere. We good.
No, nigga,
you got that shit on the other side of the chest and shit.
You know what football jerseys I miss? Starter football jerseys. Them were fire, bro.
I mean, you could used to get them from Marshalls for the low, so I missed that.
Yeah, for the low. That's why. That's the only reason why I ever own jerseys.
TJ Maxx.
Yeah, all them shit. TJ Maxx,
Marshalls,
all them shit.
TJ Maxx. It's all the same umbrella.
Same shit. All right.
Dress
so
Barn is in that as well.
Where should the Kobe brand go? Star bench cut.
Cap. I don't want to sound disrespectful to the Bryant family, but I want to cut the independent route because I just don't think it's I don't see it being something that's going to be like
profitable.
Nice.
It's gonna be hard to sell with him not being here.
Yeah, without Kobe in it, and
without Kobe being here, it's gonna be hard to sell.
Nike or Adidas, whoever gives the lifetime deal, that's what I'm starting.
Got you. And benching whoever don't.
Whoever don't.
Star bench cut.
Following Decap, I think it's tough, man. If Kobe was still alive, for sure, I think like he would. Obviously, we talked about this last week with Nike not only owning Nike but also owning like the second biggest reseller. Is that what it was? Is that what we said last week?
Yeah, reseller go.
The second biggest reseller, not the first biggest, but like I think Kobe would have been like, fuck that, we're taking it, we're doing our own thing. Obviously, Kobe would have been able to market it and would have been able to put shoes on like the WNBA, Gigi's league too, because obviously Gigi would have been alive as well. Definitely would have signed his own fucking his own players. You think like you saw all the guys that were super emotional, Johnny's doppelganger being one of them. You know, he would have wore the Kobe, so it's like everybody probably would have wore him. So unfortunately, I think we might have to bench that because that still could be an option. I think they're done with Nike altogether. But I think honestly go with Adidas or go with honestly anybody other than Nike, because I think they left Nike for a reason. So why the fuck would they go back to Nike?
If Nike come back and say we give you $100 million,
lifetime deal type shit.
True. Yeah, that's the contingency is lifetime deal, like you said. But.
All right, John, star bench cut.
Cutting Adidas, my bench to independent, because I would like to see an independent shoe. It's just going to be a little difficult for them to market it, and obviously there's a lot of players that would love to wear them, but they all have their shoe deals. So how would that work? And I'm gonna start Nike. Hopefully they work it out. There's a couple of Kobe Nikes that I like, and I hope they work it out and they're able to, continue going in the future with Kobe and Nike.
You ain't gonna get them motherfuckers.
Is the Mamba sign Nike?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's owned by them, right?
Vanessa got all. Yes, Vanessa got that shit.
Mamba sign is Kobe's.
Yeah.
That's his shit.
So
make the Mamba brand, bro. Sound with Dick Baller or some shit.
Yeah, but it's gonna be harder to market because everyone already had their shoes.
And again, production is a hard thing.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Obviously,
what are they gonna do? Go over to? I'm not gonna say it.
The fans will, but you need to promote it. So, what big names would you get to promote it? All those athletes got shoe deals.
Masterpiece on.
Don't want those shits, nigga.
I mean, niggas will wear it though. Like you can get people to wear it, but it's mass production of a kick is pretty hard. And I don't know if Vanessa and them have the means to mass produce a kick. They got bread, but I don't know if they can mass produce. DQ, star bench cut though.
They can't fuck with Nike and them. That's all.
Yeah.
So right. I'm going to immediately cut Adidas because Adidas didn't really have great designs for Kobe, which is the reason why he left the first time. I'm gonna bench the independent route, but only issue is like what Johnny said, him not being here makes it difficult. Like unlike when we had the sneaker free agency in 2003, he was wearing everything under the sun just to see what he felt fit right until Nike came along and gave him a decent shoe deal. So I'm gonna start Nike simply for the fact that Nike with his shoes, they gradually gotten better because with his shoes, he doesn't retro his models. They're called protros, meaning they're to the old model, but they put the newer tech in the shoe to make it pretty much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but besides that, like it's gonna be hard to him to go the independent route, with him not being able to wear the shoe. And based on my experience going to the Nike campus, Nike still has relationships with people who aren't with the brand anymore. Like when I went there in 2007, Andre Agassi had his own building, but he's going through the process of like leaving the brand for Reebok. So I feel like what Nike they can do is they can still give Kobe a lifetime deal, give him his own building facility. Then that can lead to him having facilities like sports gyms, stuff like that all around the country to partner with Nike pretty much. Because how his Mamba Academy was sponsored by Nike.
Yeah, asshole. But so yeah. All right, I'm cutting Nike. Just off the strength of how they even doing Vanessa and the Brian Estate, and now knowing the beef that they were having with Nike prior to Kobe passing away. So like I said before, the reason why they didn't have the lifetime deal is because Kobe, knowing that Nike is a big ass, they play a big part in the resale market. Kobe now wanted Nike to produce more of his apparel and more of his kicks because make it more accessible to everybody. So because the resale market is really fucking it up for the real fans. Kobe and Vanessa was fighting with Nike because of this. Nike wasn't doing it. They were still playing the game. And Nike being they can mass produce it just like they do the fucking
they mass produced the last pair of
out everywhere.
They still sold out. There's nothing they do about that.
No, again, of course they're gonna sell out, but if you put out more, the chances of a fan getting the shoe is more likely.
The more you also devalues the brand though.
It's Nike. It's fucking Nike. And it's Kobe Bryant. It don't devalue shit. It devalue for the reseller. That's the only person that lose in this situation because that's the only person that's really winning except for Nike because Nike owns GOAT, which is the second biggest resale market. So they make it money hand over fist. So that's why Kobe them was beefing with them. I don't know if they the full owner, but they have a ownership in GOAT.
Kind of Flight Club owns GOAT.
Flight Club has and Nike has a deal or ownership deal or percentage of GOAT ownership. So for Kobe now and his family, they were like, we need to produce more apparel from women, kids, everybody that's a true Kobe fan. But Nike wasn't doing that. So that's what ultimately why they couldn't get a deal worked out, a lifetime deal. Nike was trying to pretty much monopolize his shoe and Kobe now went with that shit. And that's why he made sure he owned his logo and everything. So if the case came, he had to move on. He could still take his shit.
I get it from both sides. Though.
He get his chance to move on with his shit. So again, I'm cutting Nike. I'm a bench. I'm a start Adidas because other than Nike, Adidas have come a long way with their technology and their shoes. So
they're way more comfortable. I only own Adidas at this point.
So I feel like with their tech that they've been producing now, they can make a quality shoe with the Kobe brand. And the indie route, of course, with all else fails, do it your damn self. But again, because of how Nike was monopolizing this shit, I'm cutting Nike off the strength of that, knowing what Kobe now was fighting for prior to his death. So off the strength of Kobe and his family, I'm cutting Nike. And that's star bench cut. We moving on. Boom and bust. We only talking NFL draft this week. Who your boom, who your bust player for this upcoming NFL draft taking place Thursday. So when this episode air, it'll actually be up before the draft starts. So we'll see how this shit play out. So John, kick us off with boom and bust. Who your boom and who your bust player for the NFL draft?
My boom player is Justin Fields. I had him or Kyle Pitts. I'm gonna go with Justin Fields for my boom. I feel like going into the draft, he was a QB that was getting high praise and everything, and then we get to the combines and stuff, and we get to the draft. And I feel like
well, no combine. We had pro days this year.
Like the pro days, I feel like before all the pro days and stuff, he was high regarded, and I feel like his name started slipping before the pro days, and when the pro days came, people were like, he went from being 2 to 4, 5, 6 amongst what the experts say. So, and I feel like I actually like Justin Fields. I think he's gonna be a really good quarterback. But there might be some hidden layers with why he took a little dive down, but
yeah, well, it's because he's black.
Yeah, that's pretty much
just
it.
say it. Another big part of it too is that they did lose the national title. I mean, he lost the fuck.
He didn't have a great game.
Yeah, he didn't have a great game in the national title too. If we want to like not go the racist route, and also,
but he also cooked Trevor Lawrence in them ass too.
That's right. But I do want to go back to what I said at the top. I think it's because it's been pretty clear that the Jaguars are going Lawrence 1, Wilson, and the Jets are going to go Wilson 2. That if the Jets were like all in on Fields, like let's just say, or the Jaguars were all in on Fields, that he wouldn't even be in the discussion of like why he's declining. I think like obviously everyone's trying to find the fault in the other 3 guys because the other 2s are essentially a lock with quotes, you know. And again, and to Decap's point, he fucking sucked in the national title, but he beat the shit out of Trevor Lawrence, which was awesome.
Ohio State quarterbacks don't really need to get too much praise right now.
What was that? What was his name? He's the best quarterback that came out. What's his name? Come on. No, the other dude, Ohio State. The big dude. Hey, he ended up becoming Calvin Pryor? No, not Calvin Pryor.
Cordell Patterson.
No, the other dude.
Pryor. Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor, that's his name.
Became a receiver.
Yeah, Terrell Pryor. He was a Jet for a little bit and a Redskin. Jetskins all the way.
Has Ohio State quarterback, has there been a good one recently?
Let's see.
Not really.
Ohio.
Honestly, they always highly scouted, highly
QBs, NFL.
recruited, but they has never transitioned into great
Cordell Jones, TJ Barrett, Troy Smith, Braxton Miller, Terrell Pryor, Dwayne Haskins. You guys let me know when I find somebody good.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of it is same thing with like USC quarterbacks, same thing with like Alabama defenders. You know, when they sometimes it's like
watch him out.
I'm sorry, Alabama cornerbacks is what I should have said. I apologize.
All right, so John, your bus was who? Your boom was Justin.
My bus is gonna be a slight different approach. I don't know how y'all gonna go yet, but my bus is if the Giants don't draft defense in the first round, that's my bus.
Giants not drafting defense. Got you. Kev, boom and bust.
So my bus, I got Zach Wilson.
Yeah, he just did that to piss me off.
I'm not riding the hype train.
Nah, you're just doing it to piss me off. I get it. I understand.
The 2 great big Zach Wilson guys in this pod right now.
And then my boom is definitely Patrick Surtain, the second or junior, whatever the hell.
The second.
Yeah. I watched a lot of tape on him recently.
Nah, the nigga
watching his pro day. I'm like, yeah, he might be the real deal.
All right, Cap, boom and bust.
My bus is Mac. I think Mac is trash.
Alabama quarterback.
I watched him a lot. I think
I don't. He hype.
That's another one. AJ Carrion.
I hope Atlanta
does.
I hope Atlanta does take Trey Lance, and then somehow the Patriots take Mac.
That'd be sick.
And it'd be like, I don't see how Belichick is gonna make that work. And then John, what's my boom? What do I call my boom?
I'm not saying that.
What's his name?
I'm not saying what you call him.
Bigger Dick Zach.
Let's go, Decap. Let's go.
Want somebody to be rich of the year.
Let's go. I love to hear it.
I hope the Jets. I hope somebody falls into the second round as a wide receiver for the Jets to pair with him, because I think Bigger Dick Zach is gonna be that guy.
My guy gonna hook it up though.
No, he's not.
He's gonna come back.
Mims is not it.
I hope so. I got this jersey for free, so it don't matter.
You stole it.
I'm going with
steal
Zach.
I'm joking.
All right. I know you don't really watch the game like that, but DQ, give us your boom and bust.
So I'm going to go. My boom was going to be Trevor Lawrence, simply because he wears number 16.
Nigga, that ain't a boom. He already the bomb.
That's the point. I don't know that.
I know. I mean, he going to Jacksonville.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
It'll be good, but it's not
guaranteed. Rats don't know where else to go but up.
Right. So your bus is
And pretty much my bus is going to be the whole quarterback situation in New England, based on they do draft a quarterback, because now you have a competing veteran and
right
Cam.
But then you also have a younger, possible, healthier threat to come in to take his spot.
I hope it's not Justin Fields.
Cam about to throw like 40 TDs this year, yo.
I hope not.
Yo, who was he throwing the ball to?
Both his tight ends, Hunter Henry,
yeah, and Jonnu
Smith.
And didn't they get a receiver recently? Didn't they just get?
They got somebody. I can't remember who.
I can't remember right now.
Somebody decent. From the Raiders.
Nelson Aguilar.
Oh, they got Aguilar. But Aguilar is old.
Who cares?
Nelson Aguilar's a bum.
He is a bum too, and he's old.
Yeah. He's not old, but
he's not old. No, he's like 40. He came
30?
in the same. No, he came in the same draft as Kamara. Him and Kamara are in the same draft class.
Yeah, he's a bum then, because I thought that nigga was like 30.
All right, Bowman bus.
So guys, I've been talking about this all fucking week. I've decided that I'm going to, and it's not his fault, and I wish him nothing but the worst, but I am going to hate Trevor Lawrence for his entire career. He's going to be my new guy where I go, oh yeah, that guy sucks. He's not as good as everybody hyped him up to be. He's been the end all be all. So he is my bust. Trevor Lawrence, fuck you. You suck. I hope your career is garbage because we didn't get the first overall pick. Now, a little outside of the podcast talk. Dicap has fully convinced me on Zach Wilson. It's the only reason why I've been fucking rooting for him. So obviously, my bust is the Mormon pretty boy who's going to do a shitload of drugs.
The boom, your boom.
A shitload of prostitutes. My boom is Zach Wilson, Rookie of the Year.
Yo, and John, keep it a buck. I've been talking about Zach Wilson for like over a year now.
Yeah, you convinced me. I wanted Justin Fields until Dicap was like, nah, you want Zach Wilson.
Eddie be eating.
Of course. I have no fucking choice, man. I have no other options. I'm exhausted.
So in college, when it comes to college sports, my favorite position is the tight end position. I love tight ends. No. And
you like tight ends?
And my favorite school that produces.
You don't like wide receivers?
My favorite school that produces the best tight ends to me.
Florida.
No, the U. That's the even though it's in Florida, but the U produces the best tight ends. So
and the best murderers too, right? No.
And
best criminals.
Some of the best professional criminals. But so my boom is a player tight end from the U. His name is Bevan Jordan. Dope. He's supposed to be the second best tight end in the draft after Kyle Pitts. But my boom is Colt McCoy.
I ain't so familiar.
Colt McCoy.
You say your boom?
My
your
bus
boom is Colt McCoy.
No, my bus is Colt McCoy.
Who the fuck is I'm assuming you're saying this is a new player. It's not the Colt McCoy, right?
Who did I say is Colt McCoy? Who reminds me of Colt McCoy?
Who reminds you of Colt McCoy? I don't remember.
It's fucking Zach Wilson. That's my bus.
No.
Fucking
wow.
So my bus is fucking because y'all be eating Zach Wilson.
Okay.
Bus.
Yeah.
So
that's a bad comparison.
Okay.
I just say that because they look alike to me. So
okay,
but,
yeah, because Zach is much prettier. That's a pretty boy.
Eden. And then all that, the hype and how talented of an arm he got that they were saying with Colt when he was coming in, and just how crazy of an arm, and he's all this and shit. They saying this about Zach.
Zach is more athletic though.
So bus fucking Zach Wilson.
Listen, Zach Wilson arm is gonna be Josh Allen arm. Watch. I'm telling you.
I trust Dicap. Hey, real quick too. Dicap also called
Zach Wilson.
Dicap called Josh Allen being the best quarterback in that draft that many years ago. I'm sorry, not Zach Wilson. Josh Allen. Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Josh Rosen.
Who liked any of those QBs besides Lamar?
They were the highest rated that was like the best quarterback class.
Who did you say?
They was dick sucking Josh Rosen until
they were sucking Josh Rosen's dick. They were sucking Sam's dick. They were sucking Baker's dick. Nobody cared about Josh Allen.
I said Sam was trash since the jump.
Not us. I'm saying
we're talking about
we're talking about the mouse.
The experts.
Yeah.
Well, bust Zach Wilson, and we moving on.
I trust Decap. And Decap, I trust. And Joe
Douglas, I
trust.
way he becomes a bust is if the Jets do him.
Which we will. I mean, let's be real here. We will.
Well, again, Eddie gonna have to remove 2 penises, Decap's and Zach's. So we moving on. We're doing Fab 5 now because we doing the draft. We are doing Fab 5 top picks, draft picks for your team. So your team.
Are we going 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
5 to 1. 5 to 1.
I excluded from this.
You ain't excluded. You ain't excluded. You be rapping for Dallas, so you got to pick
all of them.
5 Dallas players.
Okay.
You got to ride with Dallas. Cap, you riding with the football team. Kev and Johnny with the Giants. Ed with the Jets. Me with the Vikings. I thought Drew was gonna be here so I could see him mix between the Jets and the Ravens, but he ain't here. So 5 to 1. Eddie, kick us off at number 5. Draft picks for your team.
So I'm gonna do something where
I could honestly do a whole Jets 5.
Yeah. So can I. I'm gonna start with 2001 16th pick in the first round, Santana Moss.
Santana was that
My
guy.
guy Santana.
Yeah,
Santana. Loved him. But
Santana.
I'm gonna cheat on my number 1, and you can suck my dick. I don't care.
Seneca. Them used to be my guys. Patrick Surtain. Them was really them niggas. All right, yo, that's really a good pick. I fuck with.
Yeah,
I fuck with the Jets a lot growing up. So that's a good pick. Cap, number 5 for the Skins or the football team.
Because I gotta check something.
All right, so we're gonna move on. Kev, for the Giants, who you got at number 5?
I put Justin Tuck at number 5 for me.
Justin Tuck. Player you seen play great defensive line.
He almost made my list.
There's some honorable mentions I got, but they're not from our era, so I didn't put them on.
Gotcha.
And, quick thing. Dev was talking shit about thing. Today is the 40-year anniversary since the Giants drafted Lawrence Taylor. Today is the 40-year.
No, you can't pick him.
No, not picking him. I'm just saying today's the day. I seen that.
Don't
draft shit. He's not on my list.
Honestly, I could do a list for Cap too. Keep it a buck. But
I wanted to say London Fletcher, but I didn't know London Fletcher even played for St. Louis before us. That was just one of my guys.
John.
Oh, me?
Yeah, John, go ahead. We gonna come back to Cap.
At number 5, I'm gonna go with a fresh face, and I'm gonna go with my guy Saquon Barkley.
Saquon.
All right. DQ, try it out. At number 5 for the Dallas Cowboys, who you got?
Jason Witten.
Jason Witten, OG tight end. Probably the greatest one of the top 5 Cowboys to me. When you think about
Stan Lee, he's up there.
Yeah, he up
Sean
there.
Sean Lee.
The greatest, worst tight end ever to play.
All right, so I'm gonna go back to Cap, but I'm gonna go first. So at number 5, and again, I'm only doing players that I've seen. So I'm gonna kick it off with my guy, fresh in the league. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. Justin Jefferson at number 5 on my list for the Vikings.
Fuck.
That's my guy, bro. I love Justin Jefferson a lot.
Bro.
All right, Cap.
Ryan Kerrigan.
Ryan Kerrigan.
Good pick.
Great pick. All right, Ed. Number 4.
I'm going to go with, I know it didn't end well. I know it was a travesty at the tail end of it all, but I can't tell you how excited I was when we moved up to go get him. 2009, Mark Sanchez, back-to-back AFC Championship games. He has to be on the list. I know, I understand.
Sanchez.
But the Sanchez was the Sanchez for again, 2 years. It was great for 2 years.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna have.
40 diapers.
It is what it is. Obviously, it didn't work out, but in the beginning, it was.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Those 2 years
pretty great.
Was lit.
It was pretty great. It was pretty great. The parties at my house were amazing. Kev was at most of them. I mean, football Sundays was awesome at my house.
Those two games were lit. Those 2 years were lit, though.
Yeah.
But
I guess.
For a little bit.
At number 4.
Oh, me, right? No, you said DQ?
No, I said Kev.
All right, so just because I had to put him on the list, I prefer to keep his bum ass off of it because he's always got some slander to say. I got Tiki at 4.
Tiki Barber.
Fuck Tiki.
Exactly. Fuck Tiki. He always got some slander and shit, bro.
He can't make my list, but that's one of my guys.
All right. John, at number 4.
At number 4, JPP. Jason Pierre-Paul.
I like that.
Yeah.
Out there with the claw. Hammering niggas with the mallet and shit.
This shit is more like.
Out there with the mallet. Knocking niggas out.
Like a knob. It's like a knob.
Yeah, his hand is like this, bro. Shit's crazy.
You're doing them gang signs.
All right. DQ.
DeMarcus
number 4. DeMarcus Ware. Had some good years.
Yes.
Some really good years. For a while, DeMarcus Ware was like the best defensive player in the league for a year or 2.
And then he said, fuck all of this. I gotta go get a ring.
Word. So good one. But at number 4, I got Get Your Roll On.
Dante Culpepper,
man. The 7 years he was with the Vikings, over 4K. Well, his first season started, he had 4,000 passing yards.
One of my favorite
Madden.
33.
Madden 02, right?
33 passing touchdowns. He had 20K passing yards overall, 135 passing touchdowns, 2,500 rushing yards, and 29 rushing touchdowns with the Vikings, and that's in a 7-year career. So Dante was definitely my guy. All right, Cap at number 4.
The RG3 and Alfred Morris connection. I mean, both of them together is my number 4.
What the fuck?
Nah, that's fair because I'm going to do that twice.
As rookies, they cook together.
Yep, that's fair.
Man.
I mean, RG was that guy.
Alfred, both of them I think had 1,000 yards together.
Word.
There was some they broke like a record or something.
They did together. Alfred Morris was eating.
All right, Ed at number 3.
2006, the New York Jets had 2 picks, and they used that to fix the offensive line that led us through those back-to-back AFC Championship games. Guys that are veteran leaders on the team, guys that led our team, guys that stayed on our team, never went anywhere else. DeBrickashaw Ferguson, Nick Mangold, both in the first round. DeBrickashaw was was the 4th pick, and Nick was the 29th. I wanted to get their picks. And DeBrickashaw was our tackle.
Oh, okay.
All right, Kev.
To break your jaw.
3.
All right, number 3, I got the best wide receiver in our franchise history.
What'd you do with
Plaxico?
Nah, Amani.
What'd you do?
Amani Tuma.
Amani Tuma?
Yeah.
It's not the tumor.
Forgot about
we definitely didn't draft Plex. I don't know where he was before us, but we didn't draft
Pittsburgh, no?
Yeah, he's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, he was. He was in Pittsburgh. All right, John, number 3.
Number 3, I got my guy, O.C. Umenora.
OC.
I'm not gonna fry. I like the OC. That was one Giants player I liked. Him and
I did fuck with him.
what was the linebacker with the ball head that was with Plax when Plax shot himself?
Antonio Pierce.
Antonio Pierce.
Yeah,
I like
Antonio
him.
Pierce.
We didn't draft him though. He would definitely made my list.
Nigga, check Bob.
Made my list, yeah.
All right, DQ.
Troy Aikman.
Give him a pass. Give him a pass.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give him a pass.
I do remember Troy Aikman playing because simply My aunt used to watch football a lot, and I remember telling her one day before she passed away that Troy Aikman in one season had more concussions than his jersey number. So I remember that.
I mean, he was on Game Day '98 on PlayStation. I used to, play,
Game Day '98. That
I
was
say give him a pass.
It's Genesis graphics.
Because we said we were only picking players that we actually saw play.
Yeah, so
he ain't seen none of these niggas play. So
I've seen Troy Aikman play. I was watching football at one point in time, but I don't have a favorite team.
Oh, did we say ones that we only saw play?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I literally said you can't pick Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, that was part of the conversation. That's why I brought it up.
Kev's scratching off Lawrence Taylor.
He said, fuck what y'all talking about. I got you on my list. That's what he said. So at number
White Jay-Z.
Who the hell is White Jay-Z?
Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
No, you got it. You good. You good. You good.
Yeah, we gave you a pass.
All right, we do. All right, so my number 3 is to me the second best running back in Vikings history. A lot of people probably don't remember him, but Robert Smith. He was good. Good in the 90s. Didn't have a long career, but he was there with Dante Culpepper and them. Again, it was a lot of great running backs during that time. But other than my number 1, he is second in Vikings rushing history. So yeah, number 3, Robert Smith. All right, Ed, number 2.
No,
my number 2.
My bad, Cap. Number 3.
I was going to say Dev Twin, but then he left us early. I was going to say Brian Arakpo. But we didn't keep Rack that long, so I'm going to say Trent Williams. Big Trent.
For anybody that's listening or watching, any black big nigga in any sport, I look like him.
Nah. In this episode, put Dev and put Arakpo.
I'm gonna put it out.
Joe Patrick Willis too for comparison.
I look like Frank Gore.
Frank Gore. That's what I
So this nigga DQ'd out of that for my B-Day shit. This nigga put a picture of Jerellz-Good and then put a Sharpie mark and shit. I was crying. I was crying when I saw that shit. All right, but Ed at number 2.
With the 14th pick of the 2007 draft, the New York Jets select Darrelle Revis, Pittsburgh.
Ooh, number 2.
It's Darrell.
Number 1.
You're gonna find out because my number 1 is
a Nike athlete
cheating, but I don't care.
He what?
It's a Nike athlete, an underrated sneaker. That shit was fire when it came out, especially the green and white ones.
Oh no, I thought it'd be. I ain't seen my guy on AS list yet. It's a few guys I ain't seen on AS list yet.
Curtis Samuel didn't get drafted by the Jets.
No.
Yeah. Curtis Samuel or Curtis Martin?
Oh,
Curtis Martin. No, he got drafted by the Patriots.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He would have been my number 1 had he hadn't been there, but my number 1 is
my number 2 and 1 better than Darrelle Revis.
Oh.
I don't think anybody's number 1 is better than my number 1, but okay.
I think my 2 and 1 is the best out of everybody's.
I think my number 1 is the best out of everybody because I'm cheating.
Shock, yeah, but let's go.
All right, so Kev,
Johnny, if you say Eli, we turning this shit off. I'm telling you that right now.
He gonna say Eli.
Eli gonna be his number 2, but Kev at number 2.
Technically, they didn't draft Eli though, so he can't pick Eli.
Like number 2.
Kev at number 2, Eli.
Nah, because I didn't realize that we had to do like plays that we only seen. I should keep my list the way it is, but I'm gonna change it. But this running back, he's higher on the list than he would have been if I had did it properly. So I'm just gonna put Ahmad Bradshaw because that was my boy. I'm putting
Ahmad's nice.
Number 2.
Ahmad was nice.
Oh, you chose Bradshaw over Jacobs? Because Jacobs was my guy.
I was just about to say that's a 2-headed monster.
Nah,
yeah. They both count.
I love them both.
It's both of them. You can have both of them.
Okay,
I'll allow it. I'll allow it because me and Decap already broke it, and I'm about to bust it wide open. But
yo, I got to piss. Go, John. After him.
Niggas know I love both.
You hear what Ed just said? Jesus.
Yeah, I heard what Ed just said. That shit sound crazy.
He said,
but niggas know I love both of them. I got both of their jerseys, bro.
Yeah,
we busted it.
Cracked it. You heard Cav? He said you cracked it. He's about to bust it open.
I heard him.
I'm about to bust it open.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm about to bust it open.
But at number 2, I got Michael Strahan at my number 2.
Yeah, I could have put Strahan there too.
I'll take over with the order. I think I kind of remember it. DQ, your number 2.
Number 2 is Dak Prescott.
Dakota Prescott. What was he? 6th round pick?
4th.
5th round pick? 4th? 4th round pick? Keep stalling.
I don't know, but he getting money.
Hold on. So that means Zeke or Dez.
Yeah, he's not in there.
Not in there. Dez know how to run routes, so I didn't put him in there.
And Dez also didn't catch the ball and left the team.
Number 1.
All right, number 2.
Yeah.
Thank you for stalling. At number 2.
Yeah.
John, though, my favorite player of all time. You know what I'm saying? Randy, motherfucking.
Who's your
Moss.
number 1? Man.
Who else?
Adrian Peterson.
No, but you know what? All right, so I'm gonna give you your number 2 for saying that it was better than my number 2 because Randy did catch Revis a couple times.
Yeah.
Hold on. So hold on. Your number 2 was Revis at?
My number 2 was Revis. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you're gonna find out what my number 1 is. My number 1's gonna.
Now, right?
My number 1 is Shaka.
No.
So
no,
Randy Moss at number
you.
2. So it's number
You at number 2.
You at number 2, Cap.
I thought Kev was number. Oh, Kev already
went.
Kev already went. Yeah.
Mr. Champ Bailey.
The OG. The OG inspired Ty Law, inspired Jerellz, inspired all the best corners that rocked number 24.
Yeah.
They rocked that 24.
Yeah.
We rocked that 24 because of Champ.
Yeah. Champ, yeah. Champ made
Champ the OG.
No, Champ made that number. Yeah, that's a great one.
24 is because of Champ.
That's
cute.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
That's cute.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, but at number 1, 5 greatest drafts for our teams for the Jets at number 1. Ed, who do you have?
I'm cheating. The year 2000 was the greatest year to be a Jet fan. I was a kid. I went to my mom's boyfriend's house, Rob, and my uncle was there, who's also a Jet fan. My mom was a fake Jet fan. That was the first draft party I ever went to. I was too young to remember, but look at this draft. With the 12th pick, the New York Jets select Sean Ellis. With the 13th pick of the first round, the Jets select John Abraham. With the 18th pick, the Jets select Chad Pennington. With the 27th pick, the Jets select Anthony Beck. With the third overall, the third round, 78th overall pick, the New York Jets select Lavernius
Coles.
Oh my God, that's the team I grew up with.
That's who that's my list.
My team.
That's my Jets list.
That's my New York Jets.
That's my Jets list right there.
It would be disrespectful if I picked anybody else. Look, I love Jerellz-Good Energy. I loved David Harris. I loved Brad Smith. Even he was special teams. I loved
Jonathan Vilma,
Leon Washington, Jonathan Vilma, all these dudes. But my original team was built off of this draft. So.
And again,
the entire 2000 draft.
Wayne Corbett, Anthony Batch, Lavernius. Them used to be them.
Leon Curtis was on that team.
With Curtis on there. I really.
Vinny only had like 1 year with them, and then Chad was like,
Chad came in.
Move over.
Good shit, Ed. But Ed, you had to pick them as a group.
Yeah, I did, of course. Obviously, look, I don't have a lot as a Jet fan, okay? Don't do this to me. And also, half of my picks ended up playing for Dicap's Washington football team.
That's the truth.
That's when they became the Jetskins. Jonathan Abraham went over there. Mike Nugent, who we also drafted in the second round back in, I don't remember when that was. Who else played for you? Santana. Lavernius. Yeah, I mean,
all of them. If you go back, it's probably more. Because I feel like
way more.
Your list.
And now we have now we're reversing it. We have Jamison Crowder, we had Calvin Pryor, we have Josh Doxson. So, we're
good. I had Josh Doxson.
Yeah.
Good shit, Ed, because that's when I really fucked with the Jets. That crew right there, those are my guys. Those are those guys when I think of the Jets. All right, Kev, at number 1 for the Giants, who do you have on your draft?
All right, this man showed up and showed out the biggest stages. A real middle child. First to get
a real mouth breather. Family. He fogged up a lot of windows.
Eli fucking Manning. Let's go.
I knew it. John, don't disappoint me.
It's gonna be a twist.
Number 1.
My number one is Phillip Rivers because the guy drafted.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, you're right. Yeah, John wasn't gonna say that until I said that earlier. I said you didn't even draft Eli technically.
No, I had Phillip Rivers on my list the whole time. I had him on my list, number one the whole time. He left my team when
if it wasn't for Phillip,
right.
it wouldn't happen, huh, John?
I could have drafted somebody else and fucked up everything. And Eli would have been in San Diego, and Phillip Rivers could have went somewhere else. But we drafted Phillip. Said, "All right, we're going to draft Phillip. And we're going to make this trade. We're going to make this happen." And that was the birth of Elite Manning, my guy Eli. 2 Super Bowl rings. No matter what I say about my guy, I seen him win 2.
2 rings.
And he beat the GOAT both times. The GOAT.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Both times.
All right, DQ, number 1 on your Giants draft class.
No, Cowboys draft class.
That's what I'm sorry. Cowboys draft class.
Emmitt Smith.
I knew he was going Emmitt Smith.
Give him a pass.
Emmitt Smith. He got it.
And let me explain. We was up in Emmitt as number 1 because remember when he was in the little Giants and he gave that little fat kid's confidence.
You got it. No, we gave it to you.
Why didn't we watch Emmitt Smith?
I'm saying we did.
Are you saying DQ didn't watch Emmitt Smith?
But again, this is the default.
I know those players.
He know who he is. He know Emmitt Smith
That's
game.
all that matters.
He don't probably watch it in full, but he knew the game.
Yeah,
so,
I wasn't allowed to play football, so I was aware of it.
Mm-hmm. Right. So at number 1, Cap already said it. Probably top 5 greatest running backs to ever play the game. All day. At number 1. When it comes to these
all day, nigga.
All day. Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, just don't act up. I'm gonna stop.
07 Rookie of the Year. 2012 Offensive Player of the Year, MVP. That's when he had the almost 3,000 yards that season. Well, I mean 2,000 yards. He had the 2097 that year at 12 rushing touchdowns this season.
The comeback year.
Comeback year all day. The greatest Viking to me ever. And that's our list. But if y'all want to throw out some honorable mentions, y'all got a few.
Number 1.
Obviously.
Cap. We already know who it is.
Who my number 1
we already know who it is.
I think we already know. Yeah.
Sean Taylor.
Of course.
That's right.
I mean,
of course.
The greatest to never be seen, really.
What school did he go to?
The U.
The U. Yeah. The U, man.
Listen, man. Sean Taylor was that deal.
Yeah.
He was.
That's what I said. I put my number 1 and my number 2 against whoever y'all got.
But
your 2 and 1 against my 2 and 1 would be a nasty matchup on both sides.
Sean Taylor would lay Adrian Peterson out.
I don't know. It's gonna be an explosion. It's like that's gonna be like the
an immovable force going up against the unstoppable object.
Exactly. The cliche.
If there's one person that I want to guard, Randy Moss, all game long, I want.
It's gonna be like a Kamehameha bomb, like you know how the cartoon used to go off and you see the big ass space. That's how it be Sean Taylor and AD all day going against it.
And your bum ass, Eli, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, word.
You can't spell mentally challenged on Eli.
Fuck out of here.
What does Eli got that a lot of your number 1s don't have?
A ring.
Rings.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
How about a fucking brain?
Did Champ get a ring with Denver?
Champ did not get a ring with Denver.
Left.
I don't believe.
I think he left.
I think he left right the year before.
Yeah, he left the year. They won the next year. Once he left, but that's our list. 5-5. And that's our show, OSA, episode 2, season 2.
And for Drew, episode 52.
Episode 2.
Episode 52 for Drew.
52.
Hopefully we have him back. If not, we got Cap here to cover because he better than Drew anyway. So
Cap, you're gonna be back next week because I'm out next week. So
right. Oh yeah. So right. We're gonna need you for probably the next 5 episodes.
I need you for Zach Wilson. I need you to defend Zach Wilson.
Dominican relief.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Call in the. We need
And
the
then,
Sandman to
'cause-
close it out.
And
Hold
then
on,
the
so
following,
Ed, you gonna be there for the draft though?
Huh? I'll be
Yeah,
there
he
for the
gon-
draft party. I
Oh,
won't
the
be. I'll
live
be there for the
draft?
live draft.
You
I
won't
won't be there
live
for
draft.
the episode.
and then the following week, Kev's gonna be out. So
Yeah, so we
guys.
need you all. We
guys-
need you for
Yeah,
3 weeks,
listen,
Dicap.
listen. For the draft party, bring alcohol because
Yeah.
every time
Oh,
a
yeah, of
quarterback,
course.
every time a quarterback gets picked,
Hello.
every time
But
a
you
quarterback
talking-
gets picked, you gotta take a shot.
But you talking about?
Alright.
I was just about to say that. Are we doing shots or are we doing beer?
Yes.
No, I'm
You
doing
gotta
beer.
take-
I don't do shots anymore.
No. You have to take a shot every time a quarterback is picked.
All right,
'Cause
fine.
I got some rock in there. I got some rum in there. That's Thursday.
All right,
That's-
so Thursday night, live
That's
event.
5 shots in the first.
All right, so
15.
Cap, the next 3 episodes, my PPP just hit too, so I'll send you $1 through your Cash App.
Need
So
that,
you know what I'm
need
saying?
that.
So, but thank you guys for watching and listening to this episode, man. Like always, brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. Got the crew here again. Hopefully we have DQ. I mean, not DQ, Drew back, but Cap will definitely be here to cover for Ed. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all share, get the word out, and check out our last episode. Probably one of the funniest episodes we had because Johnny was drunk. But yeah, like always, Ed.
We out.
Yeah.
Look, you claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself to forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice skating on there.